Hello and welcome back everybody to Legend Series. I'm Squid CS and you're joining me for the first game of the day. It's x-kom versus EPG and then live in the knife round right now. So let's get to that and see what both these teams are made of. x-kom, obviously a team that we've seen perform quite a few times this Legend Series. EPG being a very funny team that has had a couple of roster issues. Obviously, Hooch has been in and out, but here today looks like their full lineup. It is. Oh, that's YR as well from oh, Christ. Already blunders by Squid CS. By the way, everybody, make sure you check out our Facebook giveaway. It's in the chat now. We're giving away an equipment bundle by Lion Casts. Go check them out while you're at it as well. Thanks very much to them, but it's absolutely free. You go and enter, you go follow a couple of things, and you get a couple of raffle tickets for our Lion Casts equipment bundle giveaway. So make sure you go and do that. It's absolutely free, and it's flying through the chat every now and again. All about the stream. We'll be showing you some more information surrounding that as soon as we have it. Live in this pistol round. Alien just diving around indoors. Actually looking to flick around for that second. That's a fast shot and even backs off as well. EPG finding the shots already. There's plenty of time on this clock, but in a 3 versus 2, Vicious hits that fast flick. Soon's absolutely obliterated. And just the final man left. He's being tapped away. And YR's going to find that final shot. So a nice pistol round for EPG. Plenty of kills on the board there. And Elian starting things off. Vicious really ending that round. Great opener by EPG there. And x-kom, that's a pause already. And it's all about trying to come back into this one. I'd say x-kom for them. Those fast tactics usually kind of work. I like Polish CS for those fast strats. Sometimes don't get to see it on Train. I would say in VP's Renaissance in early last year, Train was one of the maps that they were able to pick up and hunker into their map pool. They want the admin to use that technical pause. Kappa, not going to happen. You're not getting that. You're not getting that tech pause, brother. How is everybody doing in the chat? Kento says some stuff in Russian. Hey Kento, how you doing? Thanks for joining us. You can ask your questions in that Twitch chat. I'll be answering those for the next couple of hours while we're on. Obviously, 2 best of 2s today. Starting with this EPG x-kom bout. Then obviously a second match after. Going to be coming up in about 2 hours. So if you're here for that one, make sure you get on it. So MD dropping out just then. And he's the stand-in for today. Not done much standing so far. He is gone. Petit Tech probably being one of the better players over the last couple of weeks. One of the players that we've been speaking about the most. Obviously, Goofy has had that star potential with the AWP, but probably won't be getting out the AWP too much. Fabber111 says hello. Hey, man. Matt3 Ricks says, hi, go x-kom, heart PR. I guess we've got a lot of Polish viewers tonight. Always come out in spades and droves for their Polish foes, as obviously VP. Got teams like Kingwin as well, who have gone a little more international in the past, but definitely Polish at their core. Got x-kom, you've got Ago, who have been causing a stir in ESL Pro League. ex-Legend Series teams as well. The winners of the previous Legend Series online stage. Obviously, big stage players over the last couple of months, there you go, have been one of the biggest standout teams. Obviously making big claims that they were going to be the best team in Poland. That's probably happened at this point, but whether they will consistently beat Virtus Pro on LAN, online, everywhere, that's soon to be seen. He's connecting apparently, so that's not what you want if you're standing in, is it? You want to be always in the game, no problems, top fragging. This is like your job interview when you've got a chance to stand in on a top 5 Polish team. He's back, ladies and gents. Let's watch some Counter-Strike. Let's go. They've not got long on their pause either. Come on, let's unpause this game. Let's watch some fighting. That's what I want. There we go. The unpause comes in. And EPG going with loads of SMGs. Not knowing that x-kom have gone for the full force this time. This is interesting stuff. Don't often see a full-up brute force buy like this. One of the MP9s getting up close and personal. And now knows that this is going to be an AK-47 push, but both the AKs take tons of damage. Kree's able to find a shot, and there's the other AK-47 gone. TechSec found out. Has to be picked up. Well, he drops out again. This is not good for the start of the game. It's that anti-cheat client. Maybe he's cheating. Kree shoots T-Tech in the head. Great triple kill from him. And 2-0 on the board. It's really x-kom. Not really done much so far. It's quite difficult for your momentum to have loss after loss really early on. Losing players, losing your angels. This is when you start to get a lot less confident. MP9s on the 2 players. Korean, Fenvicious are definitely not going to buy up fully this time. This is almost 0 chance of being a full-up force buy. Sandstorm looking at his betties. Remember, you can bet betties in the chat. You can play roulette. Loads of stuff you can do with those betties. It's good stuff. Unpausing this game. Should we watch some Counter-Strike? I think we should watch some Counter-Strike. I want to see what these MP9s can do. I think that they should probably be pushing them aggressive. x-kom. I'd like to see them buy up against these weapons next round. And that's likely what they're going to do. They're walking into the MP9s though, trying to get down onto the B site. Fenvicious being the only player here, now with Hooch rotating in. This should be easily done from them. Fenvicious getting 2 kills there. 5-0 on the board. Hooch 3-0 as well. And that is EPG scoreline. x-kom going for 0-3 down. And yeah, let's see that again. Fenvicious just getting absolute spray downs there. Fully dealt with. And now this is where it gets interesting. This is where it gets exciting, the first buy round. EPG not going for anything in the way of reinvestment onto the MP9s. They want to keep these SMGs in hand. It's loads of time on the board, and they know that this is going to be a buy from x-kom this time. So with an AWP in hand, that's on soon. He often does play with this weapon. It's sometimes goofy going for a secondary AWP setup, but he is so proficient with the rifles that sometimes it doesn't even matter and you don't need the double AWPs. It's x-kom wrapping around on the A site. They've got this bomb drop down, but they need these kills in fairly early. If you want to get onto the A site, you need to deal with the aggressive players in YR. He is so damn aggressive. The flash was absolutely horrible, but Alien's going to pick 2 up. Good trades here from x-kom, though, as they do move in and move through. That bomb still dropped back behind as Petitek just trying to take tags away. They need to get up close and personal now. Going for the wraparound. They don't know that there's a third man in Pop Dog. That's Fenvicious. Dives out, finds 2. Now it's Soon with the AWP, the last man alive. And he has been heard, spotted, all the rest. Fenvicious even goes for this flank here. He is so fast behind him. Green's going to just eliminate him, pop the head open. And this is why EPG is sometimes so scary on Train. One of the highlight moments for them in this tournament was when Flamey, he was playing that Pop Dog area, getting up close, aggressive, personal, and he was hitting headshots. EPG seemed to be one of the better teams in Legend Series at controlling those aggressive portions in the map. If you have a look on the screen, it's this area on the A site. Getting up close to main, getting close to Pop Dog as well. Sometimes going inside Pop Dog, that's what we saw in the last round. But this time, it's all about what EPG can do against these pistols. And looks like it's maybe going to be a cleanup as YR finds an easy shot. Elian's up above, just picking apart players with the AWP. Hooch finding kills as well. This bomb, no chance it's going to go down. Hooch doing so much damage. That's 5-0. EPG, obviously feeling confident, and you see that money. It's 11,000, 12,000, 5 digits in the economy of 3 players. Kenton says EPG go, go, go. Interesting stuff. He's loving the EPG today. See, for these Russian teams, lots of viewers and fans come out in droves to watch these players. Taxek getting blasted in the face, but going to shoot somebody else in the face. Due to that, YR so aggressive. Tries to go for the Pop Dog fake out, but YR's going to be able to slip past and go for a double spray down. Nice headshot there to drop the bomb. Now Fenvicious. This is often what he does. This slip inwards, and it's absolutely not checked. Soon with an AWP, he's going to be the last man alive and watching with the AWP. As Fenvicious goes for the big wraparound. There's so much time on this clock, so as a T, you need to use this. You can see Soon just playing this incredibly slow, but nevertheless trying to retrieve this bomb. He's got no idea where Fenvicious is playing from. Fen is played so well to make this one unpredictable. He's changed up the angle literally as much as you could, going to the opposite side of the map, and there's no way that Soon's going to catch this off. 6-0 for EPG. That's what I say. It's about guaranteeing the round in those scenarios. You can often take an Angel against an AWP. Not always the smart option. Especially an EPG like Soon, who can hit many, many shots. Unfortunately, he's not hit any so far. 0-6 in 6 rounds as well. So, soon to James Bond, perhaps. Haxby just subscribed. Thanks so much, Haxby. I've been seeing this guy in the chat for a couple of streams. Thank you so much for, well, enjoying yourself, showing your support. It's Goofy first out, going to be shut down by Elian. The bomb drop, there's all the information that EPG needs to go for this full rotation onto the A side. Big double spray down there. Texec doing a bunch of damage onto A. Helped out slightly by Elian before he went down. I think he actually dived to his death there, Tom Daly style. And it's EPG to try and make their way back into this site soon. Almost a bit too slow with that refrag. Just Hooch left here. And he's using this smoke to perfection to just change up his angle. But he's making so much noise. It's going to be eliminated by Petitek there. Kills for every single player on x-kom side there. IMD with quite a slow start. I hate to say it. And 6-1. It's a good scoreline to be at if you're EPG. Means that you've got the money to be able to go for these aggressive buys, the double AWP setups. It's what you kind of want to see on train. Petitech just dives straight out, and YR is not ready for that one. You always want to have support if you're going for that aggressive pop dog angle, and he didn't have it. I think that x-kom smoke there counter-navigated the support that he had from Elian on the A site, and with an AWP you can't really push those smokes because it's one shot and you're out. Double AWP set up here for EPG is 7-4, but it's Petitech taking all the angels here towards A main and outwards as x-kom going to pounce off the back of this. Bomb going in as well, and oh, that's such a headshot. Goofy obliterating the competition. It's all about Fenvicious and Elian now. Probably going to be able to save as Fenvicious. He is very close to this smoke. He's actually been spotted out as well, so great round from x-kom there. And this is the change of pace for x-kom. They definitely switched that up there, and it's all off the back of those entry frags towards A main with Petitech on the AK-47. He's not kind of leading the charge with the fragging power, but he is definitely doing a certain amount of effective damage. In Counter-Strike, it's all about effective damage. It's all about winning those rounds off the back of kills, not just limiting the economy with eco-frags. A lot of the time, that's a lot less impactful. It's interesting that EPG are going for this two-man setup on B, as we can see that it's almost definitely going to be a B execute here. And yeah, already out. Goofy finding the one and just not checking for that second man. It's the UMP going mad and pistols out for Hooch. Does loads of damage onto Soon as well, who decides to let me down onto the B site, only to be shot up by Elian. It's 7-2 now, and EPG, despite those two falters, you see it on the board, 2 in a row from x-kom, do continue to put numbers on the board. Elian with the AWP. Double flash on him. EPG able to get out all the utility that they want early on in this first half on train. So important to have the nades, but YR's got the firepower behind it. Hits a headshot, backs off, drops the bomb, and that's Goofy gone. Now Soon tries to chip in, but it's YR doing tons of damage. Great triple kill from him, and that's pretty much round over. When you've got a player hitting shots like that, finding the triples on A site, it's all down to YR there. So important to have players firing on all cylinders. That forces x-kom right back onto the ecos. That's why it's so crucial to win multiple rounds in a row for players like x-kom. And it's Petitech again to open up. This time towards A main once more. Seems to be a monster this side of the map. He's been hitting headshots with the AK-47 now. The Deagle doesn't even need a rifle in his hands to be able to close that one out. IMD chasing this man down. That Tech 9, sometimes so scary, it's like a barking dog. Nibbles at your ankles. You try and run away back onto the B site. I'd say the Deagle's quite a bigger dog. I'd say that's the Rottweiler. It's going to just bite your face off. I like YR's very engaged in advanced position on A. It's been extremely effective so far. This from Hooch, though. He's finding kill after kill. And this bomb is going to go down, but Petitech, he gets locked in place by the Molotov. Gets his face shot off. That bomb's pretty easily going to be defused. It's EPG 9-2. I'd say double digits, 11 rounds is really where you want to be at a starting CT side. That pretty much guarantees the game win at some point. If you've got any sort of a T side, you should be able to close it out off the back of 10-11 rounds. Die Hunter, sup chat, sup ELC Gaming TV, sup Die Hunter. Thanks very much for joining us, man. Loads of love in the chat today. But EPG just gets shut down in this round. This is almost certainly going to be a 9-2 scoreline here with Alien just locked in place. Not going to be able to do anything, and it's Fen Vicious. And in a 1 versus 4, maybe his position's known at that point. It's going to go for a big re-rotation all the way around, and you can see that this is not going to catch x-kom by surprise by any means. He's absolutely going to get spotted out here. See, Soon's just got that angle locked down with the AWP. 2 kills for him. It's important getting back into the game. He's found 5 frags, so that's definitely an improvement from the 0 frags he was at halfway into this first half. And now EPG find themselves on the ropes. I'd say if x-kom can really merit 5 or 6 rounds, then that's a success. From this position, it certainly is. You'd find them with the momentum on their side as of that point, but that's still quite a hill to climb. You've got to take 2 or 3 out of the next 3 rounds. That's 60 to 100% of the rounds remaining. Doesn't always happen. I'd normally say you'd be looking at 20-30% of T-side rounds on this map. T-Tech. Such a great play with the AK-47 this side of the map. Does damage, no frag though. As EPG, you can see how they change up the pace. They get super aggressive on the A side. They know that that's working against x-kom. x-kom have almost 0 chance to fix this. And it's Elian shooting that final man down. So double digits for EPG there, saving that round slightly. And you saw T-Tech, he's on 10 frags. So on a team with only 3 rounds, that's a successful scoreline. You can't really lay much blame at the feet of T-Tech here. Remember to go check out our Facebook giving away. We're giving away some Lioncast equipment, a big bundle for you guys. It's absolutely free to enter as well, so we're giving back. So make sure you go and visit that, check it out in the chat. We'll be showing you some more information about that in the next half an hour or so. Exciting stuff. You want to get your hands on some free gear, mouse, keyboard, headset, mouse pad, all the trimmings. That's pretty much everything, right? YR though, he is getting aggressive with his mouse and keyboard. Hooch here, just holding back with the AWP. x-kom have not had much success at all in this first half, despite T-Tech's best efforts, I might add. He is absolutely ripping some faces open. It's Tech left, 1 versus 4. Pretty much nothing he can do. This should be a 12-3 half. Pretty devastating for the Polish side against EPG, who have definitely had some turbulence. x-kom going to be going for the pistols. I'm a big fan of the double AWP setup that EPG have been putting into practice. Hooch, he's on 9 frags, so right at the bottom of the fragging, but it's been very, very impactful. And Alien, 13 kills. He's the primary AWPer on this EPG side. You wouldn't normally be seeing Hooch, that in-game leader, with an AWP at all times, but on train, it's just so viable that you can really go for it. Yeah. Oh, wow. That was a decoy, trying to throw YR off, but he is absolutely not fazed by any crap. He's just hitting headshots. He's so precise as well. Soon and T-Tech just have to fall and we can get this half over with. It's been a beatdown. There's no other way to put it. x-kom have had pretty much nothing in the way of a T-side. They're going to have to take 1 round at a time and pretty much finish this one off with we're going to be in the running here. Just headshots through the panel as well. Soon, last man alive. Going to walk into YR, but not going to happen. That's 12-3. We're going to go to a very short break, but don't go anywhere because when we return, we'll be back with the second half of this game.
Want to win great gaming gear? Our partner Lioncast allows us to present you a monthly giveaway with the latest hardware for a total worth of 240 euros. The Lioncast LX50 gaming headset, the Lioncast LK300 RGB gaming keyboard, the Lioncast LM20 gaming mouse, and a Lioncast MB10 mouse bungee. Visit our Facebook page and click on Lioncast giveaway on the left side of the page, or visit our Gleam giveaway page by clicking on the link shown in the Twitch chat. Best of luck to win the latest gaming gear by Lioncast.
We're back, ladies and gents, and this is a 12-3 half. Quite a beatdown and quite a battering from EPG so far, I must say. They're just one pistol round away from taking this victory and looking like it's probably going to be that B execute to try and finish it off. Remember, if you're fairly new to Counter-Strike, a pistol round carries so much economical background and so much economical backdrop. It's except getting aggressive, not going to find anything there. There's an opening frag and going to force a man off of that B site. You can see Soon was quite tentative to go back, but he hits a shot regardless. Now they have to worry about Alien from behind. You can see that Goofy is held back, and oh my lord, Alien's doing a ton of damage there. It's Vicious from behind with that Glock, eliminates the face of Petitek. He's already found 2 frags, and oh, there's the third. Closes it down against x-kom, and that might be the match. I think that that's a big play, and that is a real statement. EPG 13-3 up, x-kom know it, and they're going for the force buy here, knowing that they need to get into this half early. Getting aggressive towards A as well. Goofy playing pretty much single-handedly up this side of the map, and he's found a big angle. He's going for the spray down with the CZs, but he's only able to pick up a single. TechZek here, right around this corner. Gonna eliminate the AK-47. Drop down a smoke as well for cover. So Alien and Kree, with barely any HP between them, have to do big work. And they've got IMD behind as well. The stand-in for today. He's done practically nothing to the scoreboard. He's at 2-15. This is really not an impressive performance by him, but I'm gonna give players like this a chance. And that's a nice play there, keeping his composure, finding both frags, shutting me up, doubling his scoreline as well in that 1 second. He's now on 4 frags. Remember, he's been plagued by some internet issues as well. His ping is actually the lowest on his team, but you never know if he is having any technical issues, because he was pretty much out for the first couple of moments of this game. It's almost going to have a mental factor in there as well. Looks like EPG want to charge into IMD's position. Just pistols for EPG. Oh, they're going to dive straight in. Vicious trying to go for the wraparound. Tap, tap, tap. And he's actually going to do loads of damage here. Vicious, no armor, nothing, but still finding a frag. Wanting to charge into that second as well, but pretty much runs out of bullets. That's the problem with these pistols, is you're really only going to get 12 or so bullets maximum out of it. 13 on that P250, of course. And EPG already getting out AK-47s. They're going to be 13-5 up. And really want to be closing it off earlier if you're EPG. Remember this legend point system. You win more points if you take more rounds in comparison to your enemy. Soon trying to end that prospect, hitting a fantastic headshot. And another one as well, soon. That's unreal. An unbelievable three-piece. They're finally starting to deal with him, but soon with a quad kill. That is absolutely unbelievable. Raining death down from Connector, and it's just Kree left, and he's so low. They're going to rain the United as well. Almost hits it. It's soon with an ace. That is absolutely unbelievable from Soon. 15 frags, leading the charge, and maybe this could be another lease of life for x-kom here. That's incredible. This far behind as well in such a crucial round. EPG's first gun round of the half. That's when you want to be throwing those plays into the mix. And he does. Belittling TechSec with a headshot there. He's down to 23 HP. And I was going for the tags. Easy peasy with the deagle there. Soon just overexposing himself slightly. And the T-Tech from above is actually going to get tagged away as well. So these pistols are doing a lot of damage here. And Goofy's down to only 10 HP. So if he can be found... Oh, IMD just shut it down with the big triple there. Padding those sats slightly against the unarmored opponent. So 13-7 and... his scoreline looking considerably closer. I like that Molotov from Hooch. It stops a really aggressive play. You can see Goofy didn't want to stand there for too long. It can sometimes fluster an enemy AWP to have to take the shot in the flames. It can also be as simple as shutting down their visual. They can't see as much with the flames and the smoke in front of them. Clever by Hooch. Maybe that was a read. Maybe knows that x-kom likes to throw those in. But for x-kom, the AWPs are very exciting. It's a double AWP setup for them. Soon, obviously, being the top fragger in this CT side so far, but T-Tech's been such a pivotal player as well, obviously taking, I think, all three of x-kom's T-sided rounds. There are bets going on in the chat. People are betting yes to something. I'm gonna bet. Goofy gonna eliminate one. Going for that warbang as well onto the second. It's always good to just throw out extra shots. Alien trying to do the same, but it's x-kom to close the gap by one more. They're now only 5 behind, and EPG, this has been pretty much a terrible half so far. They found the pistol round. That's when you're supposed to close out the game. Maybe got a little overconfident, overexcited. And a Polish team like x-kom are obviously going to take your hands away. It's TechSec with only 7 frags so far. IMD really stepping up as well since being criticised earlier today. He was on 2 frags at the end of the last half and up onto 10 already. That is a nice recovery from him. I like the 5 AK setup for EPG on train. It's nice to be a little bit faster, but if you're going to go for this, you have to be fairly coordinated. And soon going to take one trip out of that coordination. YR spots out face of one, but Needs to be shot off right now. T-Tech still from above, getting loads of kills. Both for him, and he's got his pistol out, tapping away onto YR. He is searching for this kill. Gonna go for the reload on the AK-47 as well. He has already shut down this round, but wants to humiliate x-kom in this situation. That bomb actually gets planted on the B site, so Hooch with 1 versus 4 here. He wants to do it all. Gonna throw a flash out. That's TechZet going for that. Hooch, actually, his attention has been very well diverted by TechZet here. So they're going to be able to get onto this B site, and Hooch likely not going to be able to get away at all. A disgustingly bad spray down. He's going to be able to get away with an AK-47. Yeah, look at this from T-Tech. He is ravenous for these frags. So easy. Nellian, he's got that AWP out for the first time this half, I do believe. He usually gets chased back by a very aggressive play there. Not always intelligent to go for that with the M4. Such a temperamental weapon. T-Tech attacking from main previously, actually doing the damage down below now for T-Tech. That is a couple of big frags there from him. The man who was heading the scoreboard earlier today, now heading the scoreboard in this individual round. 3 frags. Ace behind these players. He's going to catch great timing. Another ace. This time from T-Tech. x-kom, they're clawing their way back into this game, back into this half. Absolutely expertly. Look at him here. This timing is just so phenomenal. We've seen some awesome plays already. In the last 5 rounds, 2 aces. Just for information, so far in Legend Series, we're 6 weeks in. There have been 1 ace before this. 1 ace. That's it. Or maybe it's 3. I think it may be 3. Maybe it's 1. I'm not sure. Can someone help me? EPG going for a fairly desperate tactical pause here. They're going to be going for a big discussion. What is going wrong? They found 1 round this half. As of then, it's been 7 in a row from x-kom. They're now getting out the single AWP. Elian with an AWP as well. He went for the full investment before they had the discussion during the pause, and nobody joining him there. Everybody else going for a save up. So he's only got $800 to go for a buy-in. So they have to work their magic around this. They're going to throw him into position around Ivy, but it's T-Tech just tapping away inside. T-Tech, nice spray down there. His pop dog control's been really fantastic, and pop dog's such a crucial area of the map for the T's. Such a good double prong to go for a straight up A attack. You want players coming from left and right. Great place to throw smokes from as well. Getting up close and personal on that site. It's a good way to get the bomb quite close to actual bomb train on that A side of things as well. T-Tech, another triple kill. And he is mowing them down. That's 9 frags in 2 rounds from T-Tech. He is obliterating the opposition. He is on 26 frags. The next best player is soon on 17. So those last 2 rounds have absolutely propelled him from the same scoreline as soon to almost 10 kills up above him. So that's something that you don't always see. Him separating himself from the pack and closing up this scoreline almost single-handedly. x-kom now just 2 rounds behind. This is finally very doable. I'm going to get that spray down onto IMD, forces him to fall back. Now Fenvicious and Hooch both toss out those nades. As Molotov's away onto that B site. They're actually going to go for a fake straight through. Goofy spots this one out. Good refrag onto IMD there, but with a two-man attack on the B site, that's not really going to do much. And Goofy here trying to fight his way back through. Straight over in that smoke. Does so much damage. The bomb's dropped, and Goofy's on this bomb train. A 2 versus 3, but this is not falling in the favor of EPG here. Petitek's going to find another frag, an alien last man alive. Just no way he's going to be able to do this. Goofy swings out for a triple as well. Individual plays from 3 of these players on x-kom this half. Petitek with an ace. Soon with an ace. Goofy, big triples. Texac has been absolutely phenomenal. And IMD coming back from 2 frags to up above double digits. That's all 5 players now showing up for x-kom, where earlier they were falling a little bit flat. T-Tech, double there. Got to be eliminated by YR, who's trying to hit headshots out of main. But he's going to have to do that all alone. He is being battered from every angle. That nade whistles past. And IMD's going to just destroy him. 30 frags here from Petitek. Great double again. And a pause from EPG. That's a tactical this time. So they're going for discussions here. And what a bad time to do it. (13-13), but the score literally couldn't be closer. You want to be getting into the game way before this situation. You've got warning that this is coming. This was 12-3. Since then, EPG have found 1 round and x-kom have found 10 rounds. 10-1 in the last 11 rounds. There's the warning that you've got right there. It is absolutely disgusting that EPG haven't been able to do the damage. There you go, in the chat, you can win some Lioncast hardware by going to our Gleam.io giveaway. And it's pistols for EPG, so they're likely going to be behind for the first time this series. Right, straight into the B site. It's soon to do a bunch of damage there, but he's got an AWP, and these pistols can just avoid him as of now. But they're going for the wide peaks, and he's going with the DI. This actually levels up the playing field as Kree is finding frag after frag. He's on a 2-piece. Finally gets shut down by Goofy, who finds 2 of his own, but that's a bit of damage done. Not enough for EPG, of course. And they're now 14-13 up. This is the first time this game that x-kom have found themselves with an advantage in this one. You can see this is going to be an uphill struggle and battle for EPG to be able to take this back. 3 players on over $10,000. The other 2 aren't too far off. 3 rounds left of regulation, and EPG have to make something work right now, otherwise it's going to be match point for x-kom here on train. IMD holding this angle down, and he spots out a shoulder, elbow, hits a hip. That's a lot of damage there onto Hooch. Would have preferred the frag, but he is going to back off onto the B site and give away a lot of positional advantage for EPG. They're not going to take it. They're falling back. This is Absolutely the wrong decision. We can see it, they can't. You can see that x-kom have a very fast 5-man rotation on towards this A site. And with the bomb going towards that side of the map as well, this is likely going to be another x-kom round. You can just see it, you can feel it, you can taste it. x-kom are so well poised to deal with this push, even if it's around 3 positions. Unless Hooch can really work some magic, but he's not got enough HP to make this one realistically viable. I'm going to go for a 2-2 split. 2 towards Ivy, 2 inwards on main. And x-kom, you can see all 5 players are poised for rotations to both sites. They want 5 players on this site as fast as possible. TechSec is the only player playing towards Ivy. That's just to stop a flank, stop a re-rotation. Now, Soon's going to get all the information here. He's going to spot the first man. The Molotov so perfectly timed from TechSec. This nade's going to whiz in as well, and this is going to do damage. Create takes it to the feet. He's down to 50 HP. And now the crossfires, they're going to be brutal. x-kom here, Petitek still up top. You'd hope that he wouldn't be here if you're EPG and you tried to throw a fake on towards the B site. Big miss there from Ellie and Zorp, and Goofy's going to pretty much single-handedly eliminate this one from behind. It's a 1-tap to finish off YR. Great triple kill there, and it's map point for Team x-kom. That's phenomenal. And finishes off with a 1-tap as well. That is style points there for Goofy. Look at this. Didn't even spot that second guy through the smoke. And just rips the head. Popped like a watermelon. It's YR. Just decimated, dominated. And now x-kom, possibly for the final time this game, want to try and finish this one off. Alien with a nice pick inwards, though. That's something that we haven't seen from EPG so far. Petitek's going to eliminate him, and he has been the man really stepping up in this game. Both sides of the map. Let's have a little look at the scoreboard. 34 frags. This is a carry from Petitek. You can see how confident he is. Does stumble on the ladder, but he is going to creep his way through. Oh, tags in. This is brutal, but he's up above and in front of the smoke. Going to get eliminated. YR there for the retake. It's TechSec just with the AWP, picking apart opponents from afar. Now the bomb finally goes down. EPG, this one's to stay in this game, stay alive. It's Fenvicious here trying to hold down this smoke, and Goofy has got a flash to be able to get his way through this one, but Fenvicious gets popped in the face by that flashbang. Just Hooch left here, and now he has to do it. 1 versus 3, gets eliminated. x-kom, they complete the comeback. It's a 16-13 performance, and x-kom eliminating the competition and opposition. That is a big result for them. And how confident are they going to be going into this second map of the day? Well, we're going to find out in about 5 minutes. Don't go anywhere because we'll be right back.
We are onto the rift for the first game of the week. Bray against St. Patrick's. This is disaster for Pats, and they try and look for something that was a little bit too far out of their reach, and they get aced. Huge win for Bray.
Adam, captain of Bray Wanderers, how are you feeling just now?
Yeah, I'm feeling pretty good. I mean, we're winning, you know, as expected.
Oh, this could just be the end of the game right here, right now. That is going to be our second game of the day, going over to Bohemians in extremely convincing fashion.
What happened?
Their bot lane was significantly better than ours. We could have ended it quicker, but we kind of had a bit of fun towards the end.
Double kill for the Ezreal. Sprinkles, you're just a little bit too little, too late. Zillion goes down off the backside. Triple kill. And at 15-4, 25 minutes games realistically, it's going to be Team 3 taking the win.
Us Dublin boys got to be home, you know, about now. So Cork was like, leave Fiora open, let 3 end at 20 minutes, you know, grand stuff. So got to thank them for that, you know, they're good sports.
So tonight has been a really exciting night of matches. They've been really action-packed and very short games. Today we've seen really the top teams separate themselves from the pack. We have two standout players tonight. One was Kevaman, who really performed wonderfully on his Varus and kind of took over the game. Team 3 played really well and understood exactly what their team comp needed to secure victory.
Hi, we're ELC Gaming and we're looking forward to one of the greatest events we've ever had. The Ireland E-Stars will feature a tour with our esports truck, Big Betty, all the way through Ireland. We will start right here from our headquarters in Germany, where Big Betty will take 2 ferries to get to Ireland. The first from Rotterdam to Hull, then from Holyhead, which will take Betty directly to Dublin. From there, she will travel to 9 different locations in 9 weeks, where we'll visit the best football clubs in Ireland. But to do what exactly? To host one of the biggest League of Legends tournaments ever to be held in Ireland. Each of the 9 teams will be represented by 5 League of Legends players, and a 10th team will represent E-Star's head sponsor, 3. After 9 weeks of tough battle, the grand final will then find its winner live from the 3 Arena in Dublin. Check out our Facebook events or visit estars.pro for further information. This is 3 Ireland's E-Stars.
Hi, I'm Liam from 3 Ireland's E-Stars.
Hi, I'm Tim from Peak.
And we're here to launch 3 Ireland's E-Stars merchandise.
Designed by Peak. Cut. Yeah, you're allowed to come off now, mate. Okay. There you go.
Three Ireland's E-Stars is an amateur gaming competition in which we will give the opportunity to an amateur gamer to become Ireland's next E-Star. We've partnered with the clubs across the League of Ireland, so there already is a rivalry there and a competition. We're dipping into that rivalry and we're taking it to the gaming scene. Peak is a very similar brand to ourselves, what Tim Crew's trying to do and break into the markets, and similar to us, we're looking to break into a new market as well. I think there's a great synergy there between ourselves and Peak.
It's a really exciting partnership. It's such a new business. I think it's amazing to give anybody an opportunity to be able to go on a big stage in front of thousands and thousands of people, and the final is going to be immense.
CSGO Legends Series is back and revamped with a brand new system never before seen in competitive esports. ELC Gaming is unveiling a brand new unique point system which takes a wide range of win conditions into account. From rank of opponent played, strength on T and CT side, and variety of maps played will all influence points accumulated. Teams earn cash every time they play, with rewards given, win or lose. All matches will be broadcast twice per week, live from the ELC Hamburg studios, home of Big Betty. An all-exclusive, all-inclusive $25,000 prize pool Legends Cup awaits, where the 2 European champions will face off against a team from the US and a team from China. This is where legends are born. Welcome to Legend Series. Go to elcgaming.com for more information.
Dude, it's happening! absolutely incredible. Surely not. Oh, what is that?
Oh, look at this boost again. Is this how they're going to win the championship?
Building up the damage.
Oh, that was so clean. Woo! We haven't seen that move at all. He gets the does it. Oh my god. Damien concedes immediately.
Want to win great gaming gear? Our partner Lioncast allows us to present you a monthly giveaway with the latest hardware for a total worth of 240 euros. The Lioncast LX50 gaming headset, the Lioncast LK300 RGB gaming keyboard, the Lioncast LM20 gaming mouse, and a Lioncast MB10 mouse bungee. Visit our Facebook page and click on Lioncast giveaway on the left side of the page, or visit our Gleam giveaway page by clicking on the link shown in the Twitch chat. Best of luck to win the latest gaming gear by Lioncast.
We are onto the rift for the first game of the week, Bray against St. Patrick's. This is disaster for Pats, and they try and look for something that was a little bit too far out of their reach, and they get aced. Huge win for Bray.
Adam, captain of Bray Wanderers, how are you feeling just now?
Yeah, I'm feeling pretty good. I mean, we're winning, as expected.
Oh, this could just be the end of the game right here, right now. That is going to be our second game of the day, going over to Bohemians in extremely convincing fashion.
What happened?
Their bot lane was significantly better than ours. We could have ended it quicker, but we kind of had a bit of fun towards the end.
Double kill for the Ezreal. Sprinkles, you're just a little bit too little, too late. Zillion goes down off the backside. Triple kill. And at 15 and 4, 25 minutes games realistically, it's going to be Team 3 taking the win.
Us Dublin boys got to be home, about now. So Cork was like, leave Fiora open. Leg 3 end at 20 minutes. Grand stuff. So got to thank them for that. They're good sport.
So tonight has been a really exciting night of matches. They've been really action-packed and very short game. Today we've seen really the top teams separate themselves from the pack. We have two standout players tonight. One was Kevaman, who really performed wonderfully on his Varus and kind of took over the game. Team 3 played really well and understood exactly what their team comp needed to secure victory.
Hi, we're ELC. Hello and welcome back everybody to Legend Series. I'm Squid CS and we have got a second exciting game for you today. Second game of the day. Oh, look at that tweet. That is a beautiful little Squid CS. You could put that back up. Let's see that again. Look at that. Isn't that good? Who drew that? Come on. That's perfect, isn't it? If I go up a bit. Look at that. That's as good as it gets. Don't tell me that I don't have fans. Anyway, we've got serious business to attend to. x-kom, they're 1-0 up after the biggest and best comeback of Legend Series. They were 12-3 down, 13-3 down. They were 12-3 down. Then they lost the pistol round, went 13-3. That's when you lose. That's when you're out. That's when you go to bed and go home. That's when in matchmaking you open up console, you type quit. Or you type something, you type disconnect, and then you type quit. You just type quit straight into console. x-kom, they didn't do that today with a stand-in. They took it back 16-14, as close as it gets on train. So they're ripping up the rulebook, and now we go on to Nuke. And 9 out of 10 people are in, but what happened there for x-kom? It was an absolutely outstanding performance for them. And you can see maybe Nuke might be even better. I'm not even sure anymore. That is quite a performance. Live into the knife round. Perfect timing. Thank you so much for joining me today, everybody. Remember that you can win some Lioncast hardware. We've got a bundle to give away, and it costs, guess how much it costs? Come on, throw out. What, 10 euros? 5 euros? Costs nothing. Costs €0 to enter. So get on that Gleam.io giveaway. It's whizzing past in chat. I'm sure somebody will post it in chat again at some point, and you can win some Lioncast hardware. It's all great hardware, and thanks very much for them for putting up those prizes on Gleam.io. So get over there right now, and it costs $0 to enter. Why wouldn't you? 5 seconds. Let's get live into this game, though. We've got some Counter-Strike to play. Some other people are going to be winning prizes here today. EPG, obviously on that CT side. We saw that from them before. And Train, Nuke, probably two of the maps that function in a very similar way. Very CT-sided maps. Quite hard to execute on T side, fairly easy to defend on CT side. It's quite easy when you're looking at areas like ramp on this map to get a kill and fall back. You can see there, there's fallback potential, there's regroup potential, and Helion's going to be here for the frags. They're going to grind them up, both for EPG just then. Texet gonna blast indoors and find one, but now x-kom, they need to go for a retake, and this is something that they haven't been all too good at. It's EPG on this CT side. Petit Tech from up top has to defend this bomb from getting defused. There's no kit as well, so this is going to be a full 10 seconds. They need this kill onto Petit Tech. They need to force him out. Petit Tech is not having any of it. Not going for the big peaks. Again, forcing both players off this bomb. Now they need to go for the defuse. He levels it to the 1v1s, and he finds the first frag as well. He's going to close in, and Petit Tech, oh my lord, what a quad kill. Great opening round from x-kom. That's going to get them put on the board before they even get started. It's all down to Petit Tech, who was the star on that previous map. And again on the second. Beautiful pistol from Petit Tech. And again, opening up with another headshot. Oh, spots out a second man who ducks away. I wouldn't be facing Petit Tech today. He has been an absolute star. Look how crisp his aim is. Straight onto your face. Goofy's going to go indoors. Found a big opening in the previous round, and yet again, this time with a MAC-10 gonna blast on through. It's Hooch to take a couple of attacks through that smoke, but Petit Tech straight onto the Altus A site's gonna rip his face clean off. And Fen Vicious from behind, who went for quite a long flank, has a 5-7, a weapon we don't always see. Obviously, CZ75, good counterpart. Petit Tech's gonna stand there and wait to be scouted up. As soon he's one tap to this scout, and the 5-7's pretty good against low armored opponent as well, as he is actually quite exposed to this gap. He's stuck on this site, and EPG closing inwards, gets a spray down, goes out to the pistol, and he's tapping away the Glock. Can't do the damage. It's Fen Vicious instead with this 5-7. He finds 2 kills. Don't often see the 5-7 getting many kills, especially in Legend Series. I think the CZ have picked up 95% of the kills between those 2 weapons. Faber, Dom, both saying Polska in chat. Someone else as well. Where is my hen? Says Polska as well. Lots of Polish people. Loving it. We're brothers. We're the Polish guys. We've got loads of Polish teams in Legend Series. We've got x-kom. We got Pride. We got somebody else as well. I'm sure we've got somebody else. Who else have we got? Pompa. We got Pompa. It's pretty good. Can't forget them. They're playing later today. It's Pride versus Pompa, in fact. It's going to be an interesting one. How could I forget them? It's almost all Poland today in Legend Series. Vicious going to fall back. Being charged away by Goofy, and you can see they take this door right at the same time. Great timing there. And Goofy eliminates Vicious. EPG just trying to go for these wide peeks in, and AMD outside with pretty much no real investment. This EPG, you see them go for a buy up here, but it's x-kom doing the damage. That's another player down. Petitek grabs him with an AK-47. It's just Elian left. He's stuck on the A bomb site. Wants to try and keep this M4 alive. And that door, it opens, makes noise. And now x-kom know exactly where he is. He should be going towards the T side of things, but Elian looks to be able to get away. He will. He'll save this M4A4. You can see that's $4,600 worth of investment on him. Fairly good. Not enough though, obviously. EPG, you want to put as many rounds on the board. Oh, Faber's got Venatores. Yeah. He says Venatores. Yeah, 4 Polish teams. Molotov inwards, stopping that ramp push. Hellion, oh my lord, he gets his face absolutely blown away. Vicious only able to get 1 kill as well. Hooch tries to wrap in behind. This is a good flank, but it's actually not doing the damage. YR's unable to find Soon, who finds 3 frags. And x-kom carry on to winning ways. 3-1 now is EPG starting to slip behind, this time on the CT side. You often see EPG sort of struggle on the T side, but this time it's been a little different. After losing that pistol, they did pick up the follow-up, and x-kom just able to tear the way on through with a trio of rounds. You can see Goofy, Petitek both doing damage. It's TechSec outside, holding. Hooch right off behind. Swings 90 degrees to find YR. Had no idea that was coming. That was a surprise. And then TechSec going to finish off another man. So padding his scoreline slightly. And this might be exciting. You can see x-kom. That's 13 kills between the bottom 4 players and 10 for Petitek, so definitely at the top of this scoreboard. Just what we like to see from him, and exactly what we saw just a few moments ago on train. I think he found 34 kills in that map, a map that went not to overtime, but only in regulation. So awesome performance from him. An all-time Legend Series great. To bring that comeback. He's going to be eliminated. Obviously a big player to take down. As his smoke dissipates, YR's able to snap back. And Goofy's gone. It's 4 versus 3 as x-kom wrapping around. That bomb is down and quite passive in this map. EPG playing this buddy system, but x-kom is as well, and now IMD needs to work single-handedly to open up this A site. And Vicious might not actually spot out this side man. I think Soon might have his number here. He does. Oh, he spots out the side of his head. Has to be able to nail this headshot, though. Oh, and he turns around just in time! Soon, you should have pulled the trigger. IMD up top, and he is just getting flashed away. Maybe flushed away in a couple of seconds as he does pop open brains. Tries to grab Fenvicious as well, but soon with the big mistake in that round, just holding on, trying to ensure his way with the Deagle, but obviously didn't happen. Look at YR just turn around now with the replay. AK-47's all round for x-kom. For EPG, it's a slightly patchy buy after only winning the one in a row. You can see Cree, he'll be able to hear 4 footsteps behind him. Elephants over in main. Nuke is one of these maps where the sound is quite confusing and disorientating for a CT. You don't always know where the T's are playing from and going from. That's due to Nuke having so many levels, so you see exactly where Soon was playing just a few seconds ago. You had players in front, behind. There's a problem for a CT trying to identify exactly where they're coming from. Soon's indoors, and he knows where that second man is as well. Lots of changes on Nuke recently. Makes it a little bit messy to play. We don't always see it. I think it's one of the least played maps here in Legend Series. But both these teams wanting to give it a go today. 4 versus 3 here is EPG. Probably want to be saving on the retake, unless they can find a very fast opener. Fenvicious slow around the corner, but fast to hit the headshot. Soon taken out, and Fenvicious looks to want a little bit more. Does actually back off when push comes to shove. And in a 3 versus 3, EPG want no part of it. Clever from Elian to turn around here. Oh, they switched out to his knife. That is not very intelligent. Just as I compliment that brain power, he makes a big blunder. Look at Petitek. Just as a reminder, he was the MVP on Nuke. On Train, this is Nuke. And most of that was opening up towards main and opening up on the A site, something that is exceptionally hard to do on maps like Nuke, maps like Train. The 2 maps that they've been playing today. And when you've got a player who can open up that effectively and use those angles to his absolute advantage, he is certainly going to lead the scoreline, and he is almost 50% of x-kom's fragging power here. Out of the 5 players from x-kom, he has 45% of the frags. That is quite a stat. And I'd say that this is an upset. EPG, a bigger brand, bigger known team, bigger players as well. You've got Elian, people know of him. YR, obviously, from the Vega Squadron roster. You've got Hooch, who is a big-time player who's been playing on the big stage for many, many years. But x-kom seem to be dismantling them. And x-kom have certainly been impressive in the last couple of weeks, playing it V4. Other maps in Legend Series that have turned out in their favor. x-kom have actually surprised and impressed me somewhat. Now, it's down to EPG to see what they can do. It's YR to trade out Fenvicious's death, being the Avenger. And tosses down a smoke, but peeks right behind, and Petitek is able to steal away another frag. It's back onto the B site for x-kom. Is this bomb surely going to go down? There's no smoke to guard this one in. Oh, who's just going to dive on through? It's going to get both frags, and Petitek does actually trade it back. Such a big player here, but he's stuck on this B-bomb site and doesn't quite know that Kree is coming down from behind. He's made no noise just yet, but with that door popping open, Petitek's in a prime position to punish this one. Kree's attention being completely diverted, and Petitek able to swing out for 3 frags there. And he is single-handedly dominating once again. Train was a pretty big carry, but this scoreline is something else. Almost 20 frags in 10 rounds. He's averaging almost 2 frags per round here. He is actually averaging 2 frags per round here on Nuke so far. In 9 rounds, finding 18 frags. That's over a large number of rounds. Sometimes casters will talk about, oh, in the last 3 rounds he's found 6 kills or something like that. It's not as impressive, but in the majority of a half, being single-handedly the best player, you can see how precise he is. He does get shot in the face this time by the USP. Alien's actually been quite good with that USP. Couple more Deagle blunders, this time from YR, who Goofy does eliminate and swing and through. Is Vicious. This is a 1 versus 2. They're both low. He has to be careful here. Goes for the spray down through the wall. There's usually a window there, but the new update on Nuke did counteract that. He's got the bomb here. Both these players are 1 tap. TechZek might be able to get away with 1 tag on 37, but up close, certainly not. The AK-47 has much more penetrating power than that. Look at Vicious here. Plays back on the bomb. And he's going for the rotate over. You can see that Goofy, yeah, he's trying to get towards this bomb. Thinks it. Maybe Vicious is right here. Not a stupid assumption to make by any means. But now x-kom, do they really even have a choice? I think they have to go towards the A site. They could dive down vents here. And that's not what they're going to do. So Vicious here on ramp, making a mistake. He doesn't know that these players aren't on the B site. That's pretty much round over, but you have to take a risk if you want to win 1v2s like this. Trailing back towards CT spawn. This is going to be 8-2 from x-kom. Since EPG's 13-3 start on Train, they've only won 3 rounds. And x-kom are up above 20 rounds. So EPG pretty much went to bed 30 minutes ago. They've done pretty much nothing to the scoreboard. And even with these close rounds where you're doing damage is absolutely nowhere near enough. And now Petitek, he's on over 50 frags this series, is Hackerino. Very well put. Very nicely named, points out. Yapmer says, what? EPG losing 0-2? They certainly are, my friend. Maybe not popular. Not a popular assumption. x-kom have just seemed on another level so far. Smoke's place, they make no noise on the backtrack downstairs as nobody's here to guard this side of the map. x-kom going all 3 players down and in, but they're going to take this corner, this angle. And x-kom pretty much have all of the plays in this side of things. Totally opens up as Vents gets popped. It's Goofy to find a nice headshot. Backs off as well. Nice to not stay aggressive. Petitek's got a pretty fast flank here. That's going to find a frag. YR probably not going to be able to do anything in this situation. He's got a kit, but he's being burnt out. Finds another angle. There's a nice spray down. 1 versus 3 could be on the cards here for him as he tosses in a flash. Has to go behind this. And Petitek's getting aggressive. Exposes his head for 1 second. Too long, but YR, he's able to find soon from the side. They're getting over-aggressive, overconfident, overzealous as the Molotov rains in. He knows exactly where Petitek has to peek from, and he does just that. It's with an AWP. Takes the tag. There's the frag and the round. 9-2, but that was not looking good for x-kom there. They made a couple of mistakes in that situation, ones that you wouldn't expect them to always make. In Counter-Strike, sometimes it's about just playing passive, but when you've got all the momentum on your side, it can almost seem magnetic to make those peaks. And sometimes the wrong decision could be the right decision if you're just hitting all your shots. Hooch takes a tag. Has to fall back. x-kom are so far ahead. Thanks very much, MVP_team, for joining us today. Thanks very much. Tell us what you think in chat. You can use the hashtag Legend Series as well. If you are enjoying yourself, if you want to ask a question, you can throw it in the Twitch chat. And use that hashtag Legend Series on Twitter. EPG with great crossfire here, but x-kom are trading fairly evenly. Goofy's up top, and this is an angle that is often not compromised. As the bomb gets planted, their after-plant positions are almost picture perfect. Zelian shouldn't be able to get into this one with an AWP. He's scoping as well, so Soon's going to hear that. They've got all of the information here. Looks like Fenvicious knows that he's towards that corner. As Goofy from up top is able to take the tag. The crossfire, as I said, was perfect. Soon's able to dash out, leap through, and find Fenvicious. That's 10-2. My lord, x-kom just came alive. As of that second half of Train, they've only lost 3 rounds out of, I think, 25. And Petitek's up on 20 frags. And the half's not even over yet here on Nuke. He's so aggressive here, just playing from up top. Alien trying to go with the Deagle. He has been able to rattle off a lot of these shots, but gets wrapped in around by Goofy, who finds his side and eliminates Alien. 3 versus 4 now as EPG getting slightly aggressive. You have to take a risk when you haven't got the pistols, but they have got the man advantage, so should be doable here. Like that angle from Cray, you can spot out the shadows, and you see he spots out a secondary shadow there from TechSec, and he's able to at least put a round on the board. Oh, that nade should do a little bit of damage. Petitek forced back. Smoke piles through as well, but IMD taps away outside. Alien trades it back, so EPG trying to stay even in numbers, and they are ahead in this round. Obviously, IMD very low HP. And I'd like to see x-kom regroup and go towards ramp. That's likely what's going to happen here. But Alien, Fenvicious, nice combo, and bombs down as well. Fenvicious finishes off all 3. Standing the high ground, and that is 4-10. But most importantly, EPG just getting some actual rounds on the board. Look at this from Fenvicious. 3 frags there. And at such a crucial point in the series, EPG have to be putting points on the board here. And they're starting to do that at least. It's going to have to be a monstrous T-side if they want any sort of success. Cree with a big spray down. Going to go for even more. I actually want to go for this peak, and Cree's got the balls to do it. Downstairs, just TechSec and 1 versus 5. Going to be a 5-10 scoreline here at the end of the first half on Nuke, but it's not the 10-5 that you'd often be talking about. It's inverted, it's flipped. With EPG, you'd often want to see them in 10-5, but the other way at this point. EPG going for a fast tactic downstairs here. Petitek is good with the pistols, but actually wants to fall back. He's got a shallow angle there, and it's good for one, but he's posted up against Glocks, and sometimes they can really charge you down, and this is exactly why. Hooch inside, nailing two faces, and now they have this A bomb site pretty much on lockdown. And unless IMD can find some kills here, and he needs to hit pretty much another fadeaway headshot. Unless Petitek can do it, he matches his angle and tries to move in, as Fenvicious does actually spot him out. It's from behind, it's Hooch with the CZ, and that weapon has not got many bullets in. Both players actually get the reload in, but Petitek finds that frag. Now, 2 versus 1, they both face. That is ballsy, and it's a player who's been seemingly hitting everything. XTBMZ says, who won the first one? That was x-kom. A big comeback from them. They were 13-3 down, able to close it out 16-14. That was quite a map. These teams have fairly even investment here. Cree puts an end to that, a stop to that, as Soon trying to take the tags with a deagle. But there are 3 players over here. This is a barrage of death if you want to peek towards this side of things. The CZ's able to swing and find just the one. Elian trades it back as Soon's doing damage with his low HP and a deagle in hand. So x-kom definitely do have equity in this one, but with a minute left, looks like EPG want to go back upstairs, and it's definitely the better option, the A site. As x-kom, they actually have all the information in this one. Petitek's downstairs, but the fight's happening upstairs. Let's see it, Alien. They wanted to even up the numbers before going back into that one, and they still don't seem that confident to put the bomb down. There's Cree. No reason to be confident against an aggressive IMD. Now he knows where both players are. He's going to go for the passive set down, and IMD's actually going to pick up an AK-47, go for the wide face as Elian finds it, but that's 7-10. And with the USP on all 5 players, I don't think they'll be going for any investment in this 18th round. Yamper says they're using aimbot. I don't think that's true. If I thought that was true, I'd tell the admins. That's what's happening. I'm not too sure about that. Great performance from EPG in the last few rounds to pick up the pieces and really come back into this one. We could very easily see a reverse sweep if x-kom can't get the AWPs moving, but I think that's just a thing that we have to be talking about. When Soon gets out the AWP, it could all be over as of then. Oh, foot spotted. Oh, poo poo poo. Eliminated. I can't really go that deep. Eliminated. Eliminated. I'm gonna wreck my throat. Forever. I'm gonna destroy my vocal cords. I was talking about the AWPs. x-kom respond with a double AWP setup, with the MAC-10 being left in the hands of Fenvicious. Texec, oh, he actually spots out that first man. Elian actually does trade back, pretty even damage, both down to 1 tap potential. The B site being fairly well compromised by EPG at this point. As Texec, is he actually going to go downstairs? No, he's going to finish off the fight he started earlier. And Elian's gone. So this bomb is very easily going to be able to go down, but Texec from above actually swings out fairly early. Now Goofy has to go for it again, but Hooch is able to swing underneath. Now EPG have to hold on with very low HP. It's almost Hooch to do it all as he dives straight back into vents, right into the waiting arms of Petitek, who levels up the numbers once again. Soon in him, the two hardest hitting players so far. It's Petitek doing the majority of the damage in this one. Waits for this door to swing open, and it does just that. It's a Mag 10 for Fenvicious. He's just diving in for this one single-handedly. Finds both frags, picks up an AWP. Great finisher by Fenvicious. Look at this final kill. Swinging over for that second frag as well. Looking like EPG want to make this double digits as well. Maybe postponing our second game of the day. Nice 2 frags by Goofy though outside as these teams actually trading back and forward. It's 2 versus 2. Cree from behind should be able to just finish this one off on his own, but that's a lot of damage done. If you're EPG, you really don't want to be reinvesting 3 rifles against only pistols. I don't think that that's higher on their priorities. Wouldn't be high on my list of things to do. To pay $10,000 for a bunch of guns. You have to be wary as well and check all these angles because, you know, the CZ has fast fire rate, good potential to just rattle off bullets. If you can find a cheap frag here, and look, he almost did. That could have become close, but again, it's even. Stevens is 10 to 10. That's the scores on the doors. EPG going for the outside smokes and flashes, but the inside play as Petitek gets out an AWP for the first time, is able to rattle off that shot. Interesting change of pace for x-kom. They've obviously got a couple more tricks up their sleeve, and it's Petitek calling all the shots right now, and actually hitting another man, gets chased away, but Petitek, nobody's able to find this man. So 3 versus 5, and Fenvicious is extraordinarily low. Petitek doing the overwhelming majority of the damage. He's going for peak after peak as well. That smoke's pretty good. It funnels their approach into towards the B site. They can't really push through it and expect any good results. And it does mean that they have to back off here. YR's going to pop the head of one. T-Tech's got this angle held down. And Goofy's going to be able to finish off the job at the other side of the map. So x-kom taking the lead once again, not giving it up at any point to EPG there. Was a nice string of 5. Their largest amount of rounds won put together since the first map of this series. But the momentum still seems to be in the hands of Team x-kom from Poland. As IMD just extends that lead. Great shot outside, and T-Tech actually gets spotted out there. Don't know if the angles worked against his favour, but definitely getting caught out and not having all the information there as YR leaps inside to eliminate soon. And now x-kom are caught scrambling to get back to this B site. They're a man down as well. And YR's doing a bunch of damage, holding off this smoke as well. So the Molotov do come through, and Cree racks up frags. YR gets both inside, and now that's EPG back with another one. And x-kom they seem to want to go for this buy. I'm not too sure about this. I don't know if I agree with this decision. They're going to have 3 rifles, 2 pistols, a bit of a lack of nades. Certainly not the plethora of nades that we saw them have earlier. It's EPG finding the kill outside as well, so x-kom are also a man down, and that's a rifle down. If that had been one of the pistols, that could have been an even trade, but a 3 versus 3 definitely helped out by the headshot that Kree hit onto his teammate. If he's going to be eliminated, but how x-kom have to trade some back. If T-Tech actually finds that kill outside, he's not being chased down either, as EPG just want to take full advantage of this A bomb site. Bomb gets tapped down, and the nades come rolling through as Elian has this AWP completely trained on this angle. Gives it up for just a second as, yeah, he now knows. Great flick. Almost a follow-up as well. Elian, this is going to be a big double spray down, but oh my lord, Soon, what was that? Absolutely annihilates both of them. Elian goes for the first peek. Fenvicious goes for the double, but Soon, he's just too quick. That's one of the spray downs of the whole of Legend Series right there. And that puts x-kom back in the lead. And on the CT side, it's so damn important. Just look at this again. Absolutely outrageous here from Soon. Straight up towards the headshot. Beautiful spray control there. And Soon, that could be one of the biggest plays of the tournament. If x-kom can pull this map through, that's going to have a huge impact on the leaderboard when we get to the end of this map. They're forced to use just FAMASes, though. You can see 3 of the less advantageous rifles picked up onto the side of x-kom with an AWP and M4 backing it off. EPG going to go for the charge downstairs. x-kom with a fast rotating response. As this bomb does find its way down. They need to plant it, though, as... Oh, Soon getting wrapped in again. It's Goofy as well. Wire. He's very close to this one, but it's Soon to find his second. And Hooch changing up his angle of approach. Oh, going to take a different angle again. Really intelligent from Hooch as he goes to the right. And you can... Oh, my lord, Soon knows it. This door's way wide and open, and he's going to go for the no-scope. Soon again with a brilliant clutch. Back-to-back for Soon. Bomb gets defused as well. 13 on the board. And the chat, who already weren't very happy about this scoreline, I'm pretty sure that they're going to be fairly disappointed about that one. It's all about trying to close off this map here. One versus 3 from Soon. Such a big, impactful play. And obviously keeps hold and alive the AWP. Goofy up top, nobody's watching for him. Gets a huge spray down. Great triple kill from him. His EPG, oh my lord, they get diced up inside. Look at this. Seems like every single round, another play for EPG. Just crushes them. Look at this from Goofy. Just wraps them up. EPG, absolute mincemeat. This is so many plays. From Goofy, from the whole pack. It's unbelievable. EPG going inside here as they need some frags here. They're losing players thick and fast, and with the CZs, you want to be picking up a couple of rifles. There's one from Elian as they even up the numbers, but they've got rifles actually approaching and encroaching onto their position. IMD soon both finding shots. Soon have been so good in these clutches. He trades up his angle. Elian's going for this behind strike. As IMD's on this bomb. Going to get his head blown clean off though. And soon now needs to find this kill, get this bomb defused, and he's not got very long to do it with. Does force out this man as Elian. Oh, he goes for this one. Shuts the door on Soon as well. Pretty much closes all opportunities on this round as, yeah, Soon not enough time on this bomb. Gonna get that kill. Backs off. Keeps the AWP alive. Very low blast radius as well, might add. Lets you keep weapons alive pretty easily on this map. It's just with the levels, I think Valve probably wanted to balance that out. 12 to 14 though, as x-kom, they really need to close it out this time. Soon's up close and personal to this smoke. That was a great flick. Almost hits a second as well, but Fen Vicious, Elian going to finish him and Petitek off. The two hard hitters absolutely gone and eliminated. Now is Elian going to find another shot. Goofy trying to stop this bomb from going down. Does actually deal a dink worth of damage, but that's absolutely not going to happen. Lang Yell 1337 says soon vac soon. That's great wordplay. I applaud his wordplay. It's me applauding the wordplay. Fast trigger control from IMD there to spot that man. Goofy's got that angle. Going to be able to pick up an AK-47. Not going to be traded out as well. So that's a 13 to 14 scoreline for x-kom, who find themselves in this dilemma. Do they want to buy up around the two AK-47s, the two rifles, or do they just want to go for the pistols? They do go for a little bit of pistol investment, and now they need to work a play around these two rifles. Not sure it's going to happen, as one of them already gets eliminated, and Goofy's downstairs, way away from the action. Needs a huge spray down, or a big multi-kill here, to be able to really do some damage, and they are actually going to charge into him, so straight through a smoke. This is a big mistake. There's the bomb as well. Oh my lord, this is a huge malfunction for Team EPG. As he picks up another AK-47, he's going to have reinforcement downstairs any moment now. Chucks that away to a teammate, and they're going to have this absolutely under wraps. There's a Molotov as well. 3 CTs around guarding this bomb. This is just about the worst situation EPG could have put themselves in. They didn't have to do that. Absolute unforced error from the Russians. And of course, x-kom, they've been playing sensationally, especially in these high-pressure situations. Soon, most notably, with back-to-back clutches. And it's Petitek going for quite an aggressive peek outwards. Elian going for this narrow peek in, but just Goofy with 3 frags here. Here's the man to watch. As that Molotov going to not really do all too much, and TechSec finds one and backs off as well. He's going to back away from the C4 as well in a 1 versus 1. No body armor, doesn't want to challenge it. And he's got a perfect angle for this. YR's sweeping inwards. TechSec's going to just be able to line him up, and he misses the shots! Oh no! YR! He flips around and finds it! At the most crucial time, you just forget how to play Counter-Strike. You forget how to use your mouse. Oh my lord, that's unbelievable. Oh, it's so embarrassing. On the stream, probably going to be in front of thousands of people. His mum's going to see that. Oh, I feel so bad for him. Oh, don't you just feel bad for that guy? Oh, that's catastrophic. And we're all laughing at him. Maybe just lost his team a lot of money. 14-14, as high pressure as it gets in Counter-Strike. They're going to go for this B bomb site. Kree's downstairs already, and this new box put here, I guess, is not so new now, but he's going to take it as a quick angle and knows that there's no Molotovs to be able to kind him out. Soon does find a quick headshot in retaliation for the Molotov being dropped at his feet, but x-kom go for the wraparound. Elian finds a nice fast flick. Great from Elian, and almost a secondary there. As IMD only able to take one. Even numbers now as EPG should be able to do this. This should definitely be map point for them, as Petitek doesn't know that the man's coming behind. Hooch is going to find it. 15 rounds. Map point. Finally something going EPG's way, as they're 1 round away from taking a draw this series. And that's got to be upsetting if you're Polish, if you're a player on x-kom. They've been wrecked this half. This was 10-5, remember. Very reminiscent of what happened last map. Very disappointing stuff. As a 15-14 scoreline means that x-kom have to throw a spanner in the works. You can see their guns. They've got an MP7, maybe one of the worst weapons in this video game. It's a really, really terrible weapon. I think I'd rather have most pistols over it. Especially since the only real advantage it has is the loss bonus, well, the kill bonus, I beg your pardon. And this is the 30th round. There is no kill bonus. And then this is going to matter. It's going to get wiped out, whatever. Lose or overtime. It's Tekzek taking a very shallow angle here, and he actually takes a tag onto Kree, the player that he didn't see. And x-kom still with good map control. Usually in a round like this, you'd have maybe lost a player by now, but keeping players alive until this 30-second mark. Venvicious from the side going to take out an aggressive Goofy, and they're actually going to push this smoke again. They're going to do it again into the back 7 this time. He finds 3. Oh my lord, Elian only able to trade it back in the last second. There's barely any time left. And IMD, he might have already finished off this round, this game. This could be overtime here. x-kom just getting gifted rounds, thrown rounds. EPG, they're just throwing the game at them. Oh, this is... Oh, wow. Let's have a GG in the chat, a big candle in the chat. I think we should hold a funeral for Team EPG right here. They've made so many mistakes. And in the 30th round there, it's IMD just obliterating with the Mag 7. It's just so upsetting to see. Unbelievable. An overtime and prospect that we really didn't expect to see has come to fruition. I didn't think I'd see EPG, an actual professional team, make that mistake once, let alone twice. That's really upsetting. Especially if you're Russian. Petitek finds 2 kills. Good trades, but x-kom, they come off firmly on top as they shut down this attack from EPG, who probably don't have much momentum or wind in their sails after those plays. And overtime definitely changes up the dynamic. Remember how money works in overtime? You get $10,000 at the start of the 3 rounds. You can use that, spend that in any way you like. It's like regulation, but that changes the pace of the game in many, many ways. It means that teams who have had a rusty or broken economy for some time get to play with money, and that is kind of what x-kom has been underhandling for the last 4 or 5 rounds. Now they get the double AWP setup, and it's Soon and Petitek on those. Goofy replaces TechSec in that main angle position, and he's able to find a frag from it, keeping the man advantage in x-kom's side. And look at YR, he's down below 20 HP. This is not a great position if you're EPG, and they get mollied out as well. So even Elian, who's taking up an aggressive angle, has to be wary of that one. It's x-kom. IMD gets his head blown clean off. That's a pretty clean cut. As EPG are going to go downstairs towards this B-bomb site. YR with low HP tries to negate that, but that's a great frag by Petitek. That diverts the attention, and Goofy straight from behind makes no noise, like a ninja sneaks up from behind, and that's a great intelligent play. Remember, no real information about that one as well, so finding a really intelligent, great angle from him. x-kom do rip a couple of players apart. This could be a 3-0 half. You can see it. PG don't have much in the way of money as TechSec does go down. IMD finds a great angle there and gets aggressive off the back of it. Oh my lord, for 3! It soon does chip in as well for that one, but x-kom, again, it's that fragging potential, that big advantage. Look at IMD's play here. Spots out that gun barrel, goes for the peek, and just doesn't stop there. Goes for the taps as well onto the third man. That's pretty much round over. When you find a hat trick like that, you can pretty much wave night to your chances. Nade lands a little short. Not something that you'd really expect to see from a team like EPG, who play Nuke quite a bit. You probably want that nade to be one that you practice, but obviously not. It can often be very powerful. TechSec inside, wanting to finish off this game. It's Elian to destroy him with a AWP. Kree as well chips through, but x-kom, they do have the ball in their court right now as the bomb going to get firmly planted on towards the A site. IMD from behind as well, holding it through. Knows that Ben Vicious is here, and that's a nice fast headshot to hit. Now EPG, they do have to move in, and it's right behind the smoke. Elian, 1 versus 3. Can he do it? Needs to hit these shots, and there is a first, gets completely flashed out of position. Both these players are low as well, so probably needs his pistol out, but still has the sniper rifle for this one. Gonna take the tag on through. Big no scope, goes for this last man as well, and oh my lord, straight through the wall. IMD, he's gone, he's toast, he's history. But in overtime, oh, he loses it. He didn't have a kit. He picks it up, he doesn't do it. Oh no. Oh, EPG, how many rounds did they? I'm distraught. I'm so upset. How many rounds did they just throw away? That is unbelievable. He didn't buy a kit. Ah! EPG losing the game due to a bunch of very, very amateurish errors. Congratulations to x-kom, who take that series 2-0, but no kits, jumping through smokes twice! They did it twice! We're going to go to a very quick break. I'm going to have a bath and lie in a dark room somewhere. I'll see you in a couple of minutes.
Dude, it's happening! Absolutely incredible. Surely not! Oh, what is that?
Oh, look at this boost again. Is this how they're going to win the championship?
Building up the damage.
Oh, that was so clean. Woo-hoo! We haven't seen that move at all. He gets the upset. Oh my god. Damien concedes immediately.
Want to win great gaming gear? Our partner Lioncast allows us to present you a monthly giveaway with the latest hardware for a total worth of 240 euros. The Lioncast LX50 gaming headset, the Lioncast LK300 RGB gaming keyboard, the Lioncast LM20 gaming mouse, and a Lioncast MB10 mouse bungee. Visit our Facebook page and click on Lioncast giveaway on the left side of the page, or visit our Gleam giveaway page by clicking on the link shown in the Twitch chat. Best of luck to win the latest gaming gear by Lioncast.
We are onto the rift for the first game of the week, Bray against St. Patrick's. This is disaster for Pats, and they try and look for something that was a little bit too far out of their reach, and they get aced. Huge win for Bray.
Adam, captain of Bray Wanderers, how are you feeling just now?
Yeah, I'm feeling pretty good. I mean, we're winning, as expected.
Oh, this could just be the end of the game right here, right now. That is going to be our second game of the day, going over to Bohemians in extremely convincing fashion.
What happened?
Their bot lane was significantly better than ours. We could have ended it quicker, but we kind of had a bit of fun towards the end.
Double kill for the Ezreal. Sprinkles, you're just a little bit too little, too late. Zillion goes down off the backside. Triple kill. And at 15-4, 25 minutes games, realistically, it's going to be Team 3 taking the win.
Us Dublin boys got to be home, about now. So Cork was like, leave Fiora open, let 3 end at 20 minutes, grand stuff. So got to thank them for that, they're good sports.
So tonight has been a really exciting night of matches. They've been really action-packed and very short game. Today we've seen really the top teams separate themselves from the pack. We have two standout players tonight. One was Kevaman, who really performed wonderfully on his Varus and kind of took over the game. Team 3 played really well and understood exactly what their team comp needed to secure victory.
Hi, we're ELC Gaming and we're looking forward to one of the greatest events we've ever had. The Ireland E-Stars will feature a tour with our esports truck, Big Betty, all the way through Ireland. We will start right here from our headquarters in Germany, where Big Betty will take 2 ferries to get to Ireland. The first from Rotterdam to Hull, then from Holyhead, which will take Betty directly to Dublin. From there, she will travel to 9 different locations in 9 weeks, where we'll visit the best football clubs in Ireland. But to do what exactly? To host one of the biggest League of Legends tournaments ever to be held in Ireland. Each of the 9 teams will be represented by 5 League of Legends players, and a 10th team will represent eStar's head sponsor, 3. After 9 weeks of tough battle, the grand final will then find its winner live from the 3 Arena in Dublin. Check out our Facebook events or visit estars.pro for further information. This is 3 Ireland's eStars.
Hi, I'm Liam from 3 Ireland's eStars.
Hi, I'm Tim from Peak.
And we're here to launch 3 Ireland's eStars merchandise.
Designed by Peak. Yeah, you're allowed to come off now, mate. Okay. There you go.
Three Ireland's eStars is an amateur gaming competition in which we will give the opportunity to an amateur gamer to become Ireland's next eStar. We've partnered with the clubs across the League of Ireland, so there already is a rivalry there on a competition. We're dipping into that rivalry and we're taking it to the gaming scene. Peak is a very similar brand to ourselves, what Tim Crew's trying to do and break into the market, and similar to us, we're looking to break into a new market as well. I think there's a great synergy there between ourselves and Peak.
It's a really exciting partnership. It's such a new business. I think it's amazing to give anybody an opportunity to be able to go on a big stage in front of thousands and thousands of people, and the final is going to be immense.
CSGO Legends Series is back and revamped with a brand new system never before seen in competitive esports. ELC Gaming is unveiling a brand new unique point system which takes a wide range of win conditions into account. From rank of opponent played, strength on T and CT side, and variety of maps played will all influence points accumulated. Teams earn cash every time they play, with rewards given, win or lose. All matches will be broadcast twice per week, live from the ELC Hamburg studios, home of big betting. An all-exclusive, all-inclusive $25,000 prize pool Legends Cup awaits, where the 2 European champions will face off against a team from the US and a team from China. This is where legends are born. Welcome to Legend Series. Go to elcgaming.com for more information.
Dude, it's happening! Absolutely incredible! Surely not! Oh, what is that?
Oh, look at this boost again. Is this how they're going to win the championship?
Building up the damage. Oh, that was so clean!
Woo-hoo! We haven't seen that move at all. He gets the uppercut! Oh my god!
能把自己吃了。
Damien concedes immediately.
Want to win great gaming gear? Our partner Lioncast allows us to present you a monthly giveaway with the latest hardware for a total worth of 240 euros. The Lioncast LX50 gaming headset, the Lioncast LK300 RGB gaming keyboard, the Lioncast LM20 gaming mouse, and a Lioncast MB10 mouse bungee. Visit our Facebook page and click on Lioncast Giveaway on the left side of the page, or visit our Gleam giveaway page by clicking on the link shown in the Twitch chat. Best of luck to win the latest gaming gear by Lioncast.
We are onto the rift for the first game of the week, Bray against St. Patrick's. This is disaster for Pats, and they try and look for something that was a little bit too far out of their reach, and they get aced. Huge win for Bray.
Adam, captain of Bray Wanderers, how are you feeling just now?
Yeah, I'm feeling pretty good. I mean, we're winning, you know, as expected.
Oh, this could just be the end of the game right here, right now. That is going to be our second game of the day, going over to Bohemians in extremely convincing fashion.
What happened?
Their bot lane was significantly better than ours. We could have ended it quicker, but we kind of had a bit of fun towards the end.
Double kill for the Ezreal. Sprinkles, you're just a little bit too little, too late. Zilean goes down off the backside. Triple kill. And at 15 and 4, 25 minutes games realistically, it's going to be Team 3 taking the win.
Us Dublin boys got to be home, you know, about now. So Cork was like, leave Fiora open. Leg 3 end at 20 minutes, you know, grand stuff. So got to thank them for that, you know, they're good sports.
So tonight has been a really exciting night of matches. They've been really action-packed and very short game. Today we've seen really the top teams separate themselves from the pack. We have two standout players tonight. One was Kevaman, who really performed wonderfully on his Varus and kind of took over the game. Team 3 played really well and understood exactly what their team comp needed to secure victory.
Hello and welcome back everybody to Legend Series. I'm Squid CS and you're joining me for the second best of 2 of the day. This one is an all-Polish affair between Pride and Pompa. We've also already seen Polish opposition x-kom take their series 2-0 after some kind of questionable plays by EPG on both maps on Nuke and on Train. So they're going live in this game in just a second, but let's have a little chat about this series, because this one is interesting, because Pride, obviously our ex-Legends Cup champions, and Pompa being a lower tier Polish team in lots of people's opinions, but definitely relevant in the international scene. Pride have very loud and proud players like Luz, and he is a real firecracker. He's somebody who has a very big prowess in the Polish scene, and somebody who we might be looking at tonight. But let's get live into this knife round, where both these teams are going to be facing off on Cash of all maps to start us off tonight. So Cash, sometimes a map, it doesn't kind of matter what side you start on. Lots of teams, most famously maybe Nip, like to pick that T side to start, and Pride are going to start on that CT side more than likely. They're staying, so Nexus slapping that in onto chat. You can see Luz there Number 2 on the board with Pride Gaming. Squid always have a suit to match the team's logo. Always, Hash. Thank you for joining us. Maybe our longest reigning viewer ever here at ELC Gaming. We all love a little bit of Hash. You know what I mean? Exus has a lot of work to do on this A site, though. He's stuck into this corner. He's been tagged down already. He's going to be eliminated. Lolly Guzman finds him, and Pompa pretty much single-handedly have eliminated the A site defense. There's Neeks to find another one, and another one again. Both headshots. They're in A main, and it's the USPs to try and chip in. There is a kit down here, and they're already going for this defuse, so it's all whether Tom can hold it off. Gab's already on that defuse. Not going to happen. Pompa find that first round, and it's such a crucial one as well. Getting the momentum, the wind in their sails right off the bat. You can see Pride. They are going to go for this reforce by Exus, picking up a CZ. Remember, there have been some roster changes on this Pride side. A big Polish shuffle taking place in the last month. A month and a half ago now. Pretty much all spurted and all started by Taz's departure on Virtus Pro. Access from the side. He's got a very advanced position here, and Hyper doesn't seem to want to challenge him. Pride seem a little scatty so far. They're just jumping about. They don't really have a solid defense right now. Like, they've got this crossfire on the B site. Tom's trying to peek for information, but they don't really know what they're doing too much. It doesn't seem like they've got a real game plan for this round in particular. I'd say on Cash in general, they know what they're doing. They've played a lot of Cash, but Pompa do look to rotate inside. This is a B split, something that Pride Gaming definitely aren't equipped to deal with. It's only Splowick towards this side of the map. Oh, and he actually gets spotted out there? Yeah, they're taking this corner very carefully. Marcus does shoot his head off. Neeks finds another elimination frag, and this B site been taken fairly convincingly. Pompa, I'm not too sure about letting the clock tick down to the last 10 or 15 seconds. I'm not really a big fan of that, but with 1-0 scoreline, it's all down to Pride to just deal a couple of exit frags. They're going to be closing in. We're going to play towards CT spawn, but I like this triangulation of defense, but as Tom peeks, the shadow spotted, doesn't know that angle very well. That's something that he should maybe know as a professional player, that that shadow can be spotted from that side of the map, from that exact angle. Pompa look to take this round completely clean. They're going to keep alive the 4 bought-up rifles, the 1 UMP as well. And 0-2 for Team Pride. 0-2 Town, of course. Yeah, Vopa is repo in this Pompa team. Easy to forget. Look at Neeks. Blasting ass on mid. Absolute decimation there. And Pompa probably going to keep 5 alive again, and they do. Hyper finding that last man through the smoke. This has been a very convincing start from Pompa. After that pistol round clutch, 2 rounds keeping 5 players alive. And those are the rounds to want to build up your bank. When you've got M4 after M4 in, when you've got big investment. That's exactly what you want. And now Pompa going to probably go for a solid A split. And Pride Gaming getting extremely aggressive on the back of this. They could get caught out here unless Gab can get onto this bomb site. He's being charged down. Huge spray down there as the retake comes through as well already. Luz with a great crossfire, and Pride. That's the teamwork right there that we can really play party to. Great repeats and a 1-3 scoreline. It's 4 AK-47s, an AWP, but Pride were very well equipped to deal with that one. And I would say that Pompa maybe even had the best setup to deal with it as well. So playing players fairly aggressive into that one. Pride Gaming's attack just then on the defense is a sort of attack utilized for a B push. You want to have all that information in there. Tom's jump up there is purely informational. Luz chipping damage in towards Neeks as well, so Repo gonna get that nice refrag. He's found a lot of damage through that door as well so far this game. Picking up the AWP, he's going to be utilizing that elsewhere. Probably going to be keeping hold of it as well, so it's interesting for him. Mid being taken from Hyper. I like Pompa's stance of taking map control, where they know that there are players pretty tightly engaged towards this side of things. They play the second man up towards mid, but Marcus really gives away the game on the B site, and now Tom has to chip back in, but that bomb is very, very compromised. It's all the way out in the open. There's no way that he's going to be able to get the defuse in. Needs to hit maybe a fast frag. Not going to happen. Wants to fall back instead. But what I was saying towards mid was when you know that Pride Gaming have a player towards Squeaky, towards main, you know that they're playing aggressive on this A site towards the front half. They're playing, and by they I mean Pompa are playing very aggressive players up mid. And you saw there, Marcus had mid pretty much nailed down as of then. Hyper was there with him. So they've always got that aggressive stance on mid to counter the aggression on the A side. And that's exactly what you want to do on the T side, especially on a map like Cash, which is all about map control, all about mid control as well. A place in the map where you can execute onto both bomb sites, either through vents or up a highway. Luz aggressive onto mid, probably going to be eliminated here. Spray down, tags, kills. Sneak's going to be able to finally find him, as Pride Gaming going to be taking aggression elsewhere. Caught with an 8 out. Hyper actually spotted that second man as well, so Tom's a bought up Famous. Remember, this is a full investment. Probably isn't going to do anything here, but caught with an 8 out again. It's Splowick going for that aggressive peek. Loving that Pompa have all angles covered on that one, and they're just hitting headshot after headshot. It's another round that they've survived 5 plays in a row. Let's have a look at the board. 5 in a row. 5 in a row. 3 players surviving. 5 players surviving. They're not having to go for much reinvestment, and that's despite Pride taking a round at a very inopportune time. Pompa pretty much have it all nailed in. They've got 7,000-8,000 amongst most of their players. This has been an efficient first 6 rounds. They're finding frags through the smoke as well, so all the better. Oh, tap after tap. Repo's going mad inside, and you see that there's a flank to re-engage. And Marcus, he's going to be able to find this last shot as well. So 4 players surviving. That's a scary prospect when you've got a team so efficient in these eco-round situations. And on the CT side of Cash, where you're likely not going to have a lockdown CT half, it's sometimes difficult to find those kills. It's very difficult to sometimes stop yourself from being forced onto ecos as well. Unforced error there. That's the third time we've seen that today. Not from just Pompa. EPG with those smoke pushes earlier. And Pompa just facing each side of the map and going to be dispatched by Exus. I like that re-peek inwards as well from him. 3 kills in total. And that's Pride back on the board more than likely, unless Hyper's able to find a 1 versus 5 clutch. It will be the first in the history of Legend Series, with all enemies having 100 HP. And there's double peaks. Exus with a quad kill in the 8th round. A very important one at that. Obviously, Pride, they've not really been taking too much in the way of rounds so far. They've been very up and down. Obviously, 2-6 being the scoreline. You want to be taking rounds fairly early, and the best case scenario at this point is 9-6, which is a fairly average scoreline on the CT side. I'd say 8-9 is where you want to be aiming for at the lowest end. Pompa with 4 AK-47s and an AWP. Still not at the bottom of their bank, though. You can see that they've got at least another one buy in them, and then as of losing that one, their loss bonus would be exceptionally high at 2,900, 3,400. So going for an A execute this time with just Marcus around B as distraction. He's not making too much noise, but it's Exus again with a pretty aggressive peek inwards onto Neeks. And that means that Pompa are actually going to fall off, back off, and rotate towards mid, which is something that they've been resorting to, but with quite heavy success. This time, there's a pretty good defense to be able to deal with this. They've got the 1-2 sucker punch. Tom here in connector. Luz is right down below, and you can see that comes to fruition there as they find 2 kills. Destroy that mid take, and Tom's able to Lemmy straight out of vents for that 4th man as well. So Marcus here on the B site gonna deal 1 tap. Flash gonna pop behind him, but he's not got enough time, and Pride just don't want to give him this. He's gonna play fairly passive in, and they've got a triangle of players all around him. Axis going to find his 5th kill of these 2 consecutive rounds. AWP on Exus still, of course. Why wouldn't you keep him on this weapon? He's been exceptional with the sniper rifle. He is Pride Gaming's primary sniper. Quite a few primary sniper rifles in Poland over the last couple of months. Coming up, obviously, Snatchy being one of them. Exus being a pretty solid talent. Neeks as well, probably a lower tier name, holds a little less equity on the market. They're going to go towards this B site here, but Neeks proving me wrong perhaps with a fast flick onto Exus, absolutely eliminating him from the server. Now they've got to find a way to get this bomb into B bomb site. They've got 50 seconds to decide whether they're going to go here or elsewhere, but with Repo going towards the A site, they definitely have position elsewhere, but it is going to very likely be a B approach unless they rotate that 2nd man through vents. I'm not sure that's going to happen, but they need to really be able to deal with Tom here. Or Repo has to get a kill on the A site, but that smoke has really thrown a spanner in the works. They're going to be so low on time here. Repo making a bit of noise, but the push... Oh, they do actually rotate Luz off of the B bomb site, so Neek's here with Yorp. He needs to just find Tom right now. He's only got 10 seconds left, and Luz is right back here. Lolly Guzman does flick around and find Tom. That... Molotov on the ground, trying to force him out of position, but with Repo back on the A site, Gab has to be exceptionally careful before going for this retake, retry. And he needs to find both frags here. Repo's got the re-rotation in, and it's a good crossfire from both players to take the sixth. But Lolly Guzman, what a flick around. And we'll see that on the replay. Look at this from him. So sensational. 180 degrees over. Bit more, I give that a 190, 195 degrees. But a 10 out of 10. A wallbang that we don't always see from Tom. I'm pretty sure he's probably done at least 10 damage in his life by doing that. I wouldn't recommend that wallbang. I don't think that's a very good one. I don't think even with an AWP that would be very much damage. Maybe like 2 damage per hit. Maybe one of the worst wallbangs in the game. It's going to be an A execute though. You can see the defense that they have. It's Gab being forced out by this Molotov. Needs to get a parting kill. He's actually going to get it. Force himself back into cover as well. They've done absolutely no damage so far. And Gab's even spotted out the last man. So a clean defense for Team Pride. And 3 frags from Exus in that one. He has been a pivotal player in all 4 of Pride Gaming's taken rounds. Hawkins07 says, give me betties. Someone give that guy betties. You heard him. Go do it. Should I give him some betties? Should I tab out and do it? Straight in towards the B site this time. Looks like a much faster change of pace as Sploke's going to find that initial kill. Tom is well chipping in. This one seems a lot slower from Pompa. With Pride, we've already got 5 players towards this side of the map. There's absolutely no way that Pompa should be able to do this. With only Marcus left in the CZ, he's been in this checkers area for about 20 seconds now. And so far, found absolutely no success. So the double AWP setup doesn't really show up this time. It's really just Sploke with 3 kills, but Marcus hidden away here. And it's going to be Pride Gaming taking their 5th, so not down and out in this first half. After all, after taking 4 of the last 5 rounds, they were 6-1 down, now 5-7. Not quite to the good, but ELC Gaming TV, not giving the betties, not going to happen. Very stingy, I say. I say boo that guy. Just an eco round for Pompa team here. They're going to go for this rush out. Oh, Christ. That's something else, isn't it? Very confident. I do like that. I do like a bit of confidence. But this time it's not going to pay off. This time maybe it's unjust, unsettled confidence. As they get torn up again. Pride Gaming, they've been convincing in the last half of this first half. Like 6-7 on the board. I would say Exus has definitely been the MVP of this first half. They might be behind, but he has found impact frag after impact frag. Shooty just hosted the stream for 0 viewers. Thank you very much. So it's worth it. Why do people do that? I guess I should be encouraging it. I don't get it. It's a puzzle. It's a riddle. Lolly Guzman in mid. did spot out that head. Not sure he recognized it on his screen. Obviously, we're watching with X-ray, so we can see a lot more than they can. And the same amount that x-kom can, apparently, according to the chat. Pomper, I'm going to be wrapping around on this A site. You can see that the bomb is towards this side of the map. And, oh, God, oh, there's a headshot. That's down a smoke, but didn't know that the second man was there for reinforcement. You wouldn't often have two players playing towards that side of things, but Luz, oh, he gets forced out. There's the Molotov. There's a spray down, though, and it's pretty well coordinated and pretty well timed. Nexus has a lot of cover, so just going for the taps through the wall. And this is one that sometimes works out, but not going to happen this time, as probably Luz is going to line them up here. Both. And the man through the smoke. Great triple kill from Luz. And that levels up the scoreline. So, Pride Gaming, who were 6-1 down, now makes this game all the 7s. Quad UMP. That's what we want. Flexing the UMP. Let's see who's got the best UMP skin. Carbon fiber. I rate that 0 out of 10. Who's got it? Standard UMP skin. Standard UMP skin or labyrinth. So it's between the carbon fiber and the labyrinth. I guess I have to give it to the carbon fiber. Well, that sucks. No one on Pomper with a good... Maybe we should buy these guys some UMP skins. Smoke down. Pomper with the UMPs. Haven't actually found any kills just yet, but have found a free bomb site. Molotov forcing them out. I'd like to see them save that Molotov for the retake slightly later. I don't think that Pomper are going to be able to find this unless they get a nice crossfire here, but I don't think that Pride are going to let them have it. Absolutely not. Marcus, last alive. He's not got nearly enough bullets with the CZ, so only one frag. That's all she wrote. And Pride Gaming, despite being 7-1 down, or 6-1 down even, they take the next 7 out of 8 to make it 8-7. That's quite a tongue twister. They take the next 7 out of 8 to make it 8-7. After being 7-1 down, they take it 7-8 to take it 8-7. It's interesting stuff. I call this a fairly important round for Team Pomper right now. If they want any momentum in this second half, I would say that they need to win the next 3 rounds and stabilise a good economy as well. Remember that they had about 8,000 when Pride started to mount that comeback. It was against the majority of gun rounds, and Pride are just tearing them apart as of those first 7 or 8 rounds. It's Lolly Guzman not checking this angle, but he's going to flip around and, oh Lord, find Gab right in the gob, and it's a 4 versus 3 here. Pomper now need to just hit a couple of headshots back on towards this B site. Exo's trying to go for the charge out onto Lolly Guzman. He's missing shots left, right, but hits the one in the center. Repo has to charge in. All his teammates fall, and it's him to back off with just a P2000. Wants to hit some fadeaway headshots, some feel-good frags. And he's going to do that. Bit of revenge there, but that bomb's definitely going to explode. It's definitely going to be 9-7 for Team Pride Gaming. Double Mac 10 and Repo with the scout. Actually going to get chased down and charged back through the wall there. Down on to 20 HP against Exodus 30. It's a lot of time left on the clock, and Pride taking a lot of mid control. Marcus there just darting out to the CZ. Them scared for the second angle, but Pride don't really really seem to be too wary of that one. It's actually Luz inside with a MAC-10. He's supposed to be running distraction here. He hasn't been gifted the AK-47, but Marcus gets charged down. Big pre-fire there by Exus, and this is a quick rotate from Pompa. But Pride Gaming, they do have a couple of man advantage here, and Neeks is here way back on this site, so with Exus's AK pretty primed and ready to eliminate another man that's hyper gone. It's Pride onto double digits, and Pompa have only found 1 round out of the last 11. That's a 9% win rate out of the last 11 rounds. You want to probably be at 60-70%. If you wanna win a series of Counter-Strike. Go, Zeus action. Peekaboo. This is a crazy round, a throwaway round for Pompa. Nope. Gonna find a single frag, so much like what we saw earlier from Pompa taking very convincing rounds, Pride Gaming's gonna do exactly the same, just in reverse. I'd really like to see Pride get rid of these MAC-10s here. Sadly, I don't think they're gonna do that. I think that they feel very confident. But there's no reason to keep these MAC-10s in your hand. This is a horrible decision, but they're gonna make the most of a bad situation and go towards the B site. Hopefully fast. And hopefully they're going to just charge down this orb. Who's not going to be able to find any frags. It's Scab actually finding a very quick shot. And this, oh lord, the MAC-10s might just tear them apart here. Marcus able to get 2. Might not have had such a favourable situation against all AK-47s, but nevertheless levels this back to a 3 versus 3. It's Lolly Guzman from up top. Going to eliminate another. Levels this back to a 2 versus 2 now. Falling like flies. Both teams. The Molotov's good, but it's Pompa from up top and down below going to find this. But Exus has definitely been spotted out here. Gets that nice flick onwards. Not going to find Hyper. The nade was perfect, but that's going to be a round for Pompa. The difference being 25 HP. The difference also could have been 1 MAC-10, 2 MAC-10s. They could have got rid of the MAC-10s. I'd like to see them do that, but nope. Nobody listens to poor old Squid. Nobody listens. They just don't listen. They jump through smokes against a MAG-7. They don't buy kits in the first round of overtime when they've got 16,000. Noobaz. 25 HP. That was all Hyper had just then. Full mid control here from Pride Gaming. Let's see what they can do with a full buy-up. You can see how much control they're taking of this middle portion of the map already. Whereas Pompa staying very firmly on these sites means that they've got no information as to where Pride are right now. Those smokes up towards main are quite a telltale sign, but Lolly Guzman goes down, and this is Pride Gaming all around. It's really down to Repo. As that Molotov dissipates, he's got to do big work here on Forklift. Nice flash popped against the wall. And he has support from Hyper here, but that Molotov's going to cut off what support he really has. Another incendiary grenade dropped down in Repo. Oh, he gets caught from the side. It's Exus with only 10 HP to find him. And Marcus has to hit a huge spray down, but it's Exus again. Had barely any HP, but found a flurry of frags there out of A main. People playing roulette in chat. Love it. Love the chat commands. Remember that we're giving away quite a bit of equipment from our good friends over at Lioncast. A big hardware bundle. You can check out the Gleam.io giveaway page. It's in the chat. It's absolutely free to enter. How much does it cost to enter? Nothing. It costs 0 to enter. And you might have a lot to gain, so go there, go enter, go do it. It's our way of saying thank you. We don't just give you free matches to watch. We give you free stuff as well. It's 250 euros worth of equipment there. It's all very good equipment as well. If you don't win it, I'd recommend you buy it. Either that or my old headset. You can have that. I should throw that into the giveaway. Pompa are likely only going to have one more chance left at this series. If they don't do it with the pistols here, it's going to be very difficult, but maybe they will do exactly that as Marcus tries to stop that from happening. Team kill there. Nexus is going to chase Hyper down. Nice frag there. Makes this one possible again. Vopa gives away his position on this A site and backs off onto the mainland A site. Oh, and Luz, he's got so much information here. Good trigger discipline, and Lolly Guzman. He's history. Night-night. Sleep tight. Luz tucks him in and shoots him in the back of the head like a hitman. Now it's just Marcus on this B site. Has support from Rope, but he's a very long way away. And then comes the smoke in Molotov to cut off any potential scout. But he's coming from the vents. He goes down very, very low. Now it's only Marcus has to hit a headshot. Nexus is able to swing in and find all 3 frags. Good composure from him. There's VYOQV in chat. He's our bit leader. Look at that. 1 bit. He only donated 1 bit. And he gets up there. So sad. Yeah, I agree. I feel like I feel scammed. Just pistols for Pompa. Marcus looking for an exit frag. Best case scenario here as he steals away an AK-47. Maybe onto Luz, who is very separated from his teammates, but it's not going to happen, is it? Gab go mad. That's his aim lock. Someone get on this. He's going out and look at that. Look at that fast movement. He's tracking heads through walls. I can see it. I know what you're up to, Gab. Look at that. Look at that aim lock. That can't be fair. Look at that. He knew he was there. I'm sure of it. I'll call the police. I'll phone someone at least. 14-8. And this is Luz's 1 tap. Beautiful. Repo loss. Lost 80 MA. Not sure what that means. Don't know what 80 MA is. What's MA? 80 ma. 80 mothers. So a 14-8 scoreline. Pride very far in the lead here. You can see 6 out of the last 7. Well, 6 out of 7 this half. And at the end of the last half, it was 7 out of 8. So it's that 13 out of 15 of the last rounds. That's a long streak. Put that in another way, that could be 13-2 at the end of a half. Oh, Neek's going to be trapped in this corner again. He made this mistake before, but this time he's trying to find his way out. 2 fast frags from him, and he's still rocking and rolling here. It's Neeks going for even more. What a triple kill there. Tries to come alive and tries to force Pompa back into this one, but they've still got Sploet to contend with, who's got an AWP of his own. And oh, there's a tag right through the wall. Going to force Ripper out of position. Lolly Guzman from behind wants to... Oh, he gets tagged as well. Loads of damage, but no kills. All 3 remaining members surviving on 15 HP. You don't always see that. You definitely don't always see that. It's interesting stuff. Right out of mid here. Pride Gaming. Oh, they don't want it. They're changing up the pace. Headshots, frags, and they've taken barely any damage. Look at Neeks here. He's going to find at least 1 frag and go right behind this smoke as well. But he's getting up close and personal. They don't know that he's here. Right behind. Is able to steal away 1 frag before going down. But Pride Gaming already have this B bomb site. Hyper and Repo, both from behind, wanting a bit of a passive angle. I want to see what Gab can do here. And Hyper, oh, he's not going to be able to finish him off. Gab finds both. Great triple kill from him. That's a 15-9 scoreline. Pride might be able to take this one to bed very soon. There might be only a couple of moments left in this round. Famous UMP. That's the best of a bad bunch when we're talking about the buy that Pompa team have right now. The rest are on pistols. Double CZ and oh, Lolly Guzman has one of them. He's taking it into a main. They want to go for a rotate around. Hyper from up the top, and Tom's going for a bit of a spray down. Hyper there. Only going to find 1 for his troubles. That's a pretty good engagement, but with Pride aggressing and pressing onto this A site, I really want to see what Pompa are made of when it comes to the pistols. And that flash didn't work out, but the 5.7, a weapon that we're seeing more and more. Don't often see it, but I've seen it this map, last map as well. Works out. Gab is able to chip this back, and Sploet's got a good angle. He did actually spot out the leg of that second man, and he's going for the Lolly Guzman angle here. He spotted him as well, so Sploet knows that this second man is very close, and he's watching for Repo, who does peek in and take him down to 19 HP. So down to Gab here. Wants the quad kill if he wants to finish off this round. Cash could be all finished. But he's going inside, and oh, this is a great angle. He's going to spot out Repo here from behind. Doesn't even wait on it, just taps away that kill, and he's only got 10 seconds left to get to this bomb site. So Marcus, who stays on B, Gab has this bomb planted on A. So Marcus is actually as far as you can get away. This is very questionable here. He's going to not have much time at all to get onto this bomb site. And he's got no kit either, so he needs to move fast. Wakey, wakey, Marcus. You've got a round to win. Gab's hidden away at the back of this bomb site, and Marcus has so many angles to check. He's still not checked any of them. He's not going to be able to go for this ninja either. Gab finds him. That's the headshot, the round, the game, a 16-9. And Pompa team, they had a good start, admittedly. They had a very, very good start. I think they were 7-1 up at one point, but it's all Pride at the end of the day. The Polish Giants, the champions of the last Legends Cup, take it in the first map. We have got one more coming, so join us in about 5 minutes. Well, you'll be joining us for that one. Hi, we're ELC Gaming and we're looking forward to one of the greatest events we've ever had. The Ireland E-Stars will feature a tour with our esports truck, Big Betty, all the way through Ireland. We will start right here from our headquarters in Germany, where Big Betty will take 2 ferries to get to Ireland. The first from Rotterdam to Hull, then from Holyhead, which will take Betty directly to Dublin. From there, she will travel to 9 different locations in 9 weeks, where we'll visit the best football clubs in Ireland. But to do what exactly? To host one of the biggest League of Legends tournaments ever to be held in Ireland. Each of the 9 teams will be represented by 5 League of Legends players, and a 10th team will represent E-Star's head sponsor, 3. After 9 weeks of tough battle, the grand final will then find its winner live from the 3 Arena in Dublin. Check out our Facebook events or visit estars.pro for further information. This is 3 Ireland's E-Stars.
Hi, I'm Liam from 3 Ireland's E-Stars.
Hi, I'm Tim from Peak.
And we're here to launch 3 Ireland's E-Stars merchandise.
Designed by Peak. Yeah, you're allowed to come off now, mate. Okay. There you go.
Three Ireland's E-Stars is an amateur gaming competition in which we will give the opportunity to an amateur gamer to become Ireland's next E-Star. We've partnered with the clubs across the League of Ireland, so there already is a rivalry there and a competition. We're dipping into that rivalry and we're taking it to the gaming scene. Peak is a very similar brand to ourselves, what Tim Crew's trying to do and break into the markets, and similar to us, we're looking to break into a new market as well. I think there's a great synergy there between ourselves and Peak.
It's a really exciting partnership. It's such a new business. I think it's amazing to give anybody an opportunity to be able to go on a big stage in front of thousands and thousands of people, and the final is going to be immense.
CSGO Legends Series is back and revamped with a brand new system never before seen in competitive esports. ELC Gaming is unveiling a brand new unique point system which takes a wide range of win conditions into account. From rank of opponent played, strength on T and CT side, and variety of maps played will all influence points accumulated. Teams earn cash every time they play, with rewards given, win or lose. All matches will be broadcast twice per week, live from the ELC Hamburg studios, home of Big Betty. An all-exclusive, all-inclusive $25,000 prize pool Legends Cup awaits, where the 2 European champions will face off against a team from the US and a team from China. This is where legends are born. Welcome to Legend Series. Go to elcgaming.com for more information.
Dude, it's happening! Absolutely incredible! Surely not! Oh, what is that?
Oh, look at this boost again. Is this how they're going to win the championship?
Building up the damage.
Oh, so clean! Woo-hoo! We haven't seen that move at all. He does it! Oh my god!
给他把自己吃了。
Damien concedes immediately.
Want to win great gaming gear? Our partner Lioncast allows us to present you a monthly giveaway with the latest hardware for a total worth of 240 euros. The Lioncast LX50 gaming headset, the Lioncast LK300 RGB gaming keyboard, the Lioncast LM20 gaming mouse, and a Lioncast MB10 mouse bungee. Visit our Facebook page and click on Lioncast Giveaway on the left side of the page, or visit our Gleam giveaway page by clicking on the link shown in the Twitch chat. Best of luck to win the latest gaming gear by Lioncast.
Hello and welcome back everybody, I'm Squid CS and you're joining us for the fourth and final map of today's Legend Series CSGO. Very exciting stuff. We're here for Pride versus Pompa here live from Hamburg. We just saw them play together on Cash and Inferno's coming up. This might be a map that Pompa have a little more stead on, all things considered. This was their map pick. Obviously we know Pride, we know them on Cash. Back at Legends Cup, Cash was one of their staple maps. Here at Legend Series, they've played Cash all the way through. They've played actually the most amount of maps here at Legend Series, more than any other team, Pride, and it's been the majority of their wins on Cash, on Mirage. Now we're going to see them on Inferno, so it's all about what they're really made of, but in that map, it was really a team effort across the board. Pompa were really outclassed as of those first 7-8 rounds, and let's see what they're made of on Inferno. They're just getting into the knife round now, so going to be very excited to see what they're made of on this second map. Obviously Inferno, fairly influential knife round. Obviously that CT side being more favoured. On Cash sometimes it's a bit of a mixed bag. Sometimes you want to start on that T side. You want to have all your guns firing first. That was something that the old NIP lineup used to do. They used to start on the T side of Cash specifically, since it wasn't that balanced, so they could warm their aim up. Because on the CT side, you're going to be holding an angle and you want to be hot for those shots, especially if you're a player like Get Right with a big potential, but you don't want to be sat around 3 hours before. And well, players like Forrest maybe with motivation issues over the last couple of years. It's going to be Pride Gaming going for a fast banana take with Sploic held back, but the other four players are going to go fast and furious on towards this A site. Marcus has a lot of work to do here. He's been smoked out, and Sploic's here for the flank as well. He's going to single-handedly decimate the one, and that flash is perfect for the second. Eliminates Team Pompa. That's round over already. Carrying on, picking up from where they left off on that first map. It's like Cash all over again. And remember, Pompa on their CT side before, they got a good start. CZ75s all round, apart from Neeks, who's obviously wanting to buy up that AWP fairly early. Vopa going to be able to land that initial headshot with the Deagle. 4 versus 4 though, as Pride Gaming probably won't be playing this one a little more jointed, I would say. They're playing very individualistic as of now, but lots of players just taking their own individual angels, and that hasn't really worked out. They're trading evenly. For Pride Gaming, that's fairly disappointing. Sandstorm casts, a fellow caster. I salute you, my friend. A free sub. Hash says, Squiddy, I'm going to call it a night. He's pretty tired because of uni. Hope you had a good day, though. I've had a great day. Thanks so much, Hash, for joining us tonight. Have a nice night. 1-0 though for Pride. Going to be a 2-0 here, as you can see. Neeks just going for another follow-up exit frag. They've done pretty decent in terms of damage. This has not been an efficient... that was effective and efficient, melded into one word right there. It's not been an effective or efficient eco whatsoever. Dropping 2 guns there. The MP7 being that third, so... Nexus will keep that MP7. They'll keep a couple of SMGs for this third round. But Pride still continuing their run up the scoreboard. They're going to go fast into Banana here. Going to be taking this one very aggressively. Looks like Luz wants that Fire and Flames as well. It's Luz straight up here. He's going to have a lot of targets, and that's 4 kills for the SMGs. That's pretty devastating for the economy of Pompa. And obviously for Pride, that's perfect. That's exactly what you want. You want to be getting as many frags as possible. With the SMGs, you get higher kill bonus. Means it can be the difference between buying a Molotov or not. It can sometimes be the difference between an AK and an SMG. Pride Gaming likely going to keep alive at least 2. Let's see if Splowick walks into the USP. Yeah, that's actually quite good. Hyper's got the advantage in that situation. Oh, he's got the AK-47 as well. He might be able to dart back and dive away. Very hard to get out of that position alive, but he manages it. He's going to be watching and waiting for Pride Gaming here. He's got this trained at the headshot angle as well. Nexus actually dives straight past. And Pride Gaming do concede one of the AK-47s. This is why you want to be playing a little tighter packed. If Splowick had somebody to trade there, he would have more than certainly not given away the AK-47. Nades down Banana. You can see Pride taking mid-control. This is very similar to what they did on Cash, but they didn't walk into these crossfires earlier. Neeks getting a great double spray down. Luz and Splowick gone, and Neeks is going to be here for the third as well. Almost definitely just dives through. This has been all Neeks so far. Tom's gone shortly after. That's a first round on the board from Pompa. And that was completely, that was completely tactical. They had a great 3-pronged defense there, designed to stop a mid-push just like that. Obviously, if you've got other players coming from apps and then behind, it's very difficult. Let's explain that now. Obviously, if you're coming through apps as I always get that wrong. I always go for the wrong color. If you're going through apps as a T, you've got so much visual at the players under balcony, over balcony as well. Obviously, there'd be CT players, and then you've got the other CTs over here who cannot see, like cannot even nearly see the attacking players towards that side of the map. So normally, if you're going for that sort of a push, you want Ts to be assisted by somebody in the flank, just to counter that defense. And that's something that I don't think Pompa will be replicating or doing very often, because it's very easily countered. If you can see that a team's doing that every time, you just throw 2 people into apps, and it's very easy to punish. Marcus on Banana, going to be getting aggressive down. Might spot the bomb if he gets lucky. Might kill the bomb if he gets luckier. Oh, there's a nice headshot. Axis getting poled by the pole. Hyper coming here. Big spray, I know, almost all 3. Tom's able to finally take care of him. But there's actually a big miss there. Tom's alone in CT spawn, and he's very alone. He hasn't got the bomb in any regard. Gonna get caught out there. 1 kill. They're doing good damage. They are kind of limiting the economy of Pompa there, but that's not really enough. You want to be carrying on, definitely as a favourite. You want to be just putting your foot down and romping home to the victory. Just Mac 10s for Pride here. Mac 10s and CZs. They are obviously feeling, they have got an abundance of confidence right now. And smoke down straight through this one. And Mark, who's finding 2, hyper lining him up as well. Absolute destruction on Banana. Completely wrecked. And that's 3-3. Obviously, Pride, sometimes that strat works, sometimes it doesn't. They were very split up there. They didn't play as one unit through that smoke. They were funneling in one by one, and then the collat pretty much shut them down. Getting a collat on Banana is pretty much a way of, if you stay alive, pretty much way of single-handedly winning the round. Especially in a position like that, you're just too few on number to really do anything. Neeks has a big angle through this smoke here. He's going to find Gab. Right through the arms. Obviously against pistols, Pride went for a force buy in the last. They would have had rifles here if they had gone for a save before. But obviously with this loss bonus building up, Pride can go for more and more sparing and charitable buys. They can be quite lax with them. There's going to be a dive downstairs. Repo's got this angle locked down. The smokes are placed. Pompa's defense is pretty easily set up to deal with these pistols. It's all a case of whether they're going to concede any frags here. And that was really down to Splowick. Or maybe Tom can land a couple of shots with the Deagle. The Deagle's often the spoiler factor there, being the one-shot potential for only $700. And Tom proving that, eliminating a lot of money out the server. Just 1 frag with the Deagle per round. You want to be getting maybe 2 frags on those sort of eco rounds. 1 or 2 is what you're aiming for. Just do something. Because then you're trading money evenly. You're getting maybe a $3,500 investment. And you're eliminating $4,000, $5,000 worth of CT buy. Whether that includes nades or kits or armor. Or the more expensive M4A4. Three players towards the bottom of Banana for Pride Gaming. They haven't elected, they haven't suggested that they'll go towards one site just yet. The gap in that smoke, this time being used by Pride. That was a whisker away from at least taking a tag. And a tag at that range, about 80 damage, but didn't exactly happen. And with a minute on the clock, it's down to that Molotov, and that's going to belittle a little more time off the clock, so taking down a little bit further. Repo, nice peek out, great timing. Hyper very close to this box as well. It's one of the advantages of having an M4A4 above the A1S counterpart that I actually do favour myself. You can stand close to that box and not get spotted straight through. Blow it. Oh, great turnaround. That's fantastic. Neeks is going to be able to counter that with the AWP. Great smoke down. Going to be able to cut off his visuals. He's got smokes left and right, so he can plant the bomb, but he needs to plant it right now. Neeks finding another angle of approach. That bomb's going to be finally planted, but Neeks with nice 2 frags. It's going to be 5-3, and very reminiscent of what we saw earlier from Pompa. A nice fast start. And obviously, Inferno is their map pick. But we need to see what Pride can do when they get onto their CT side, when they've got real rifles in their hands. Pride have been implementing very bully approach tactics. Keverman challenges Sandstorm Casts to a duel. I like the dueling, I like the roulette, I like the gambling. That's great. Pride. Losing players pretty early on in these rounds. They're not finding the opening frags and entries anymore, and that's ever since Pompa shut them down in that initial crossfire round. Remember when Pride pretty much just went for a straight up mid rush? And Pompa destroyed that, and then they went for a B rush, and Pompa destroyed that. That's when you have to start putting tactics and thought into your plays. Banana completely smoked off. And Hyper. Oh, Hyper's going to push straight through. Big mistake there. As Gab finds another one, other side of the map. Tom and Gab both finding frags. And he's tapping away at Lolly Guzman. He's gone down, and now it's a 1 versus 2 for Marcus. This should have been an unwinnable round for Pride. This was a 5 versus 3. Now they find themselves in a 1 versus 2, a favourable one at that, as the bomb goes down on A. Gab just held here. His lack of health maybe won't even matter on this A bomb site. See Marcus here has an AWP. This is the worst weapon to be using in this scenario. Gab is right here as well. Should be able to absolutely destroy him on this re-entry. Tom's here for the crossfire as well. The push is just so late, and yeah, Tom's even spotted him out. No way that he's going to be able to get out of this alive. Just how? Does find him, and Tom ditches his teammate. He's out of there. He doesn't want any part of that. That's funny. Is this Irish? Lil Man 1v1? 1-4-1 even? No. League of Legends, Ireland stuff. That was last night. So every Wednesday. It's Ireland E-Stars. Or if my Irish, I'm definitely not Irish. Far from it. I'm very English, in fact. Straight up B-Rush for Pride Gaming here. As the smokes are placed, they're going very fast in. Hyper's able to get a great double spray down, but it's the auto sniper on Neeks doing the damage as well. Just Luz left. Very unlikely he's going to be able to get this bomb down. From up top, it's Neeks to find him. And now Pompa, the auto sniper, the big, I don't even know what color. Just... Oh, are these Irish players? No, they're all Polish, my friend, little man. We don't have any Irish players in the whole of Legends series, in fact. We run the largest esports event in Ireland with Ireland E-Stars, though. It's League of Legends, so... If you're a one-trick pony, a one-man game, or a one-game man even, might not be for you, but maybe it is. That's on every Wednesday. You can check out our socials for more information on that. Nice from Lolly Guzman. Lines up both of those players, and he's still got great advantage in pit. He's now with a pistol, and Lolly Guzman's... Oh, he's doing all the work himself. Hyper's going to be able to finish him off. And where is this auto sniper? Does get dropped. No pickup from Pompa. Don't know whether Neeks is going to decide to get the auto sniper back out again. If he does, he's going for the AWP instead. But and against the pistols, Pride are looking a lot weaker on this second map. On Cash, especially on their T side, they were kind of manhandling the defense, especially towards that B site, where they were implementing a lot of faster tactics. Neeks, without the auto sniper this time, and Explode just sitting in the flames, setting up a little picnic, but maybe deciding it's not too comfy, it's not too hot for him. He's going to get wrecked as well. So, Neeks actually drops that AWP. Voper, oh, Repo, he actually dropped his rifle and couldn't pick up the AWP. So, that's a bit of money down the toilet. I don't think it's going to matter unless Pride win the next 2 in a row. Maybe it would matter then, but you always want to have as much money as you can. Remember, we're giving away some Lioncast hardware. There's a big bundle there if you enter the Gleam giveaway for free. You can go and do that live. It's in the chat if you want to get your hands on some cool Lionware merch, some cool Lionware hardware, giving away keyboards, mice, mouse mats, all their trimmings. Get over to that Gleam giveaway now if you want to enter for free. Three players for a quick rotation from Pompa. They have such a great read on Pride right now. They've always got good men on the side that Pride are going towards, but it doesn't really matter if you're going to find all the frags. Marcus there, good flick. He's still got his pistol out and he's going mad. Marcus actually dives through the smoke, able to find another one. 2 versus 2 now as Pompa need to find a couple more kills. Repo's very, very low with an M4A1S. And this bomb hasn't gone down yet. Pride need to place it right here, right now. They've not got much time on the clock. And Tom finally punches those numbers in. And they're going to go down here towards Graveyard. This is not really working out for Pompa, but they're going to go straight on that bomb. They need to find these shots right now. Repo's on this bomb. He's going to get the defuse as well. Nobody there to try and stop him. Repo even finds another kill after time. Yeah, barely any HP, but Pompa is ahead of all of these scenarios. Just look at this from Marcus, though. He is an absolute monster through these smokes. So fast on that second shot. And you can see that Sploic had no idea that was coming. No idea. Coming into the final rounds of these halves, and Luz has had enough of his teammates. He's going to put quite a few bullets into Exus right there. He had enough of him. Two of the players who have been here since the start of Legend Series 5. Oh, the Molotovs are going to force Pride out of position as well, so... Meeks. Nice flick. Great from him. 2 versus 5 here. As Pride shouldn't be able to get many more points on the board this half. 10-5 is pretty much the best case scenario here as Tom finds himself in a 1 versus 5. And Neeks is just too strong with the AWP. He's been finding kills left, right and centre over the last couple of rounds ever since getting out the Scar 20, the auto sniper. This is likely going to be a bloodbath in the first half. I think that we might be seeing a 1-1 here if Pompa can keep this form up for just 5 or 6 more rounds. And that double nade, that did about 400 damage. There's the ult to join it. Neeks straight through the smoke for 4 frags. And Sploix, oh my lord, gone as well. That's an 11-4 scoreline. Just look at this. Double nade from Neeks right off the bat. And then 2 no-scopes straight through the smoke. Here's the nade that started it all off. That did about 300 damage, that one nade. Spotted the man to the left as well. And knows that there's a 4th man there. Neeks is a monster. That is quite a round. Everybody facing towards mid here on the pistol. This is something that you don't see too often. Sploic from behind has a CZ. Ability to rattle off a lot of bullets. Oh, and there's a bomb as well. This is a big problem for Pompa here. They're going to flash straight through. That's perfectly played from them. Oh my lord, that is perfect. The smoke goes down, the bomb goes down as well. Zero hesitation from Pompa. Straight through that smoke, straight into the Angels, and finds both frags. And Pride Gaming, look at this. Oh, they're going for the nade stack as well. This is com-C, com-Sa here. Hyper does go down low, but he's going to be able to do the damage over towards mid. Now, Lully Guzman from behind needs to replay this one and is able to eliminate both with 2 headshots. And Marcus definitely saw that last man. Just going to take the straight up aim duel. Good pre-fire. And Pompa team are 3 away from closing this series up 1-1 in the best of 2. Kuko02 says hello. Hey man, how you doing? Are you enjoying yourself? Thanks for joining us today. Pride Gaming. Literally 0 investment in this round. They want absolutely every penny for the next 12. There are going to be 12 rounds left played in regulation, and if Pride Gaming want to win in regulation, they've got to win all 12. 13-4. It's about as bad as it gets. And Neek's adding to that scorecard. He is at the top of the scoreboard. 21-11. Following him, it's Hyper on 16-8. Both approaching and on that 2 KD mark. That's a dominating scoreline when you're going at 200 rating. Killing 2 people for every time you die. Getting 20 frags in 20 rounds as well. Must be rocking 120 plus ADR. Pride Gaming loving their early nades. Unfortunately, haven't been as successful as Pompers, but they're going to dart into Gab there. He's able to find quite a bit of damage with the M4A1S, as Pomper needs to now speed it up towards the A site. Hyper straight downstairs. He needs a headshot here. He is actually going to find one, but finally wrapped in around. Neek's there for cover, but he's a second too late, and Tom's able to dive indoors and dart away as Sploacon's site needs a bit of support. Loads of time on the clock. That bomb is down. Luz, is he going to check this corner? He's not going to check it. He's straight out, and you see Marcus here. He is now the spoiler factor. That nade out, he just needs to buy time for Neeks, who is yet to be spotted, and he is away and up top. That was a crucial frag to hit if he wanted to close this series out early. Now he needs to retry, go for a side angle, and wait for somebody to make a mistake. Oh, Tom obliterates Neeks there. That was one of the fastest shots I've seen in a long time. Pride are going to keep the MP9 out. You can see that their economy is limited to about $2,300 between the 5 of them. That is, for you who are not good at maths, not a lot of money. MP9 onto Luz, as I mentioned before. And a 14-5 scoreline means that Pomper really can't make any mistakes here. I can make maybe a grand total of 0 mistakes this game, and there's one of them. Lolly Guzman able to line up 2 players. And you can see, oh, the assault onto this A bomb site. Exus is able to hold this out, but it's only for a couple of seconds as he gets traded straight back. The AWP rains out, and it's Sploic left. Only 1 player remains between Pomper and Map Point here on Inferno. 1 versus 2 as Neeks drops. He has to break open a crossfire here, and I don't think Pomper are going to let him flash way up in the air. He's going to look to move through the smoke. Spots out that second man. Oh, the fire and hyper spray combination. Able to combine and destroy Sploic there. And it's 15-5. Pride need 10 in a row. That's only for overtime. This is normally when it's all over. It's normally when we all go to bed. Let's see if Pride can prolong this series slightly with the nades. They're going to do virtually no damage. Now they have to back off and play with these CZs, the 1MP7 and the single USP on Luz. No idea why you wouldn't have upgraded that one. Not enough money, obviously, but you've got to have something favouring a nade over the USP, and he's going to take the battle in the fire and flames, going back and falling back as this is a 4 versus 5. Neek's going to open one up towards the other angle, and Exus is MP7 able to drop fully equipped Neeks with an AK-47 in armor. Pride Gaming maintaining this man advantage. Going to wrap back on towards the B side. They've got 3 players over here, and this is not the smart option. We can see a lot more than they can, and we can certainly see that that is not correct. They should be playing, well, all 4 players towards the A side, maybe, if they could see what we could see right now. Lally Guzman is so far engaged, and Tom getting that angle. Lally Guzman not switching anything up at all, and he spots that man towards lower, gets a spray down onto Tom. So this A site is completely exposed now. Access from behind. What can he do? Can he finish more off? Takes a fast angel against Marcus, finds him from behind, and that's only 1 frag in a 3 versus 3. Thought he maybe would have held it off for a little bit longer, but they're finding the kills anyway. Hyper on this site has to find 3, and it's Exus from behind. Gonna find that triple kill. Letting this series continue for just a few more moments, potentially. Easy defuse, obviously. Plenty of time on the clock. Pomper maybe got a little discombobulated there from the flank. Obviously, Exus had a lot of map control when you get to that side, but took the easy way out. I like the Molotovs from Pomper. That stops a lot of map control early. But, oh, these Molotovs are actually working better for Pride right now. That nade going to work out fairly well. Now with the Deagle wanting to spray it down, but it's a complete catastrophe on Banana for Pomper. This is going to be 15-7. Match feels nearly over, but Pomper forced onto an eco. Maybe prolong it a little further. Pride needed 10, now they need 8 to force this to overtime. Neeks go ace, says Bobarek 6969. Not sure he's going to do that with just a Glock, but obviously wishful thinking. Chased away by the Glock. Exus takes a little bit of damage. Lally Guzman wants to go for this wraparound, and Exus does win it. Sometimes these Glocks can be scary if they're in high number, but Exus doesn't seem to care. He's peaking on very low HP. Normally not the smart option. However, he does want to pad those stats. And on 13 and 18, it's kind of middle-ish performance. Not a bad, not a good performance by any means. Alright, Repo, can he get a knife? That seems to be what he wants. Tom's going to finish him off. So 15 to 8. And Pompa going to probably go for a 5 rifle setup here. I think it's going to be all AK-47s. I think Marcus is going to go for that as well. So yeah, this is probably going to be one of the faster rounds by Pompa. That's what I want to see after some slower plays with the pistols. I want to see them change up the pace. And then this game right now, that's probably what I'd be calling if I was the Pompa coach, if I was the Pompa team captain as well. I'd be calling the same thing. If I was a Pompa sniper, I'd be saying it as well. If I was the Pompa support player, I'd say it. But X is going to punish the slow play. And Hyper drops. Lots of time on the clock. And only one player towards the B site. You can see that Sploic here is just flirting over the idea of going towards B, but it's actually Pompa going for this A site. So there should be 4 players on here before Pompa can get a bomb down. And this is, yeah, really not looking good for the attack here. This should definitely be a Pride shutdown. And Gab, Tom, both finding frags. It's an absolute shutdown. 15 to 9. No chance that Pompa could really break open that defense there. They had a great triangulation. See if I can get the color right. I did. No, there was two players towards pit and then the 1 player onto site. And all players coming from this same angle, from short for Team Pompa. If you have the wraparound as well, sometimes that can be a good point of contact, but not this time. You can see Pride Gaming, they're playing as such a unit, they're grouping up. You can pretty much draw a small circle and always capture these 3 A players from Pride towards this side of the map. But Exus just going for peak after peak. He is going crazy right now. And it's just Hyper who's just going to go down. So no real damage there. Pride Gaming had to take down a 10-round deficit. Now they've halved that deficit and only have to take 5. That's for an overtime. Remember, we've already seen an overtime today. This has been maybe one of the longer days of Legend Series. I like to see the closer matches. AWP on both teams. And, aggressive nade for Tom there. Those are normally the nades that catch a lot of these more amateur teams by surprise, or maybe they're just a little complacent on that. Great leg onto Hyper there. One of the better players at opening this up and causing distraction. He's not going to be causing a big stir with 15 HP. Double smokes towards Banana, does establish control for 1 player over there and allow the re-rotation over towards CT spawn for the other. As Pride Gaming, they've got lots of time on this clock to wait down, and they've used a couple of these smokes already. They've only got 2 smokes left. That's not too many. Pride Gaming only have the 1 player on the B site once again, with Luz going for the rotation over. This is a very standard position that Pride like to see themselves in most of the time, where they play kind of like I call it a 3.5, 1.5 setup, with 1 man being a floating voter. This time that being Luz, but Exus going to be able to eliminate 2, and I think he's found maybe 8-9 kills in the last 3 rounds. He has absolutely been tearing players apart. Now it's only Lully Guzman. He's not got much HP to utilize, but he has found 3 frags. Player from behind as well. It's Lars getting aggressive. He is going to finally eliminate him, so 4 rounds left for Pride. This is now a very doable comeback, and I said earlier that the EPG x-kom comeback was the biggest comeback of Legend Series. If this happens, this would be the biggest comeback of Legend Series. 10 rounds in a row and then winning overtime, that would be sensational. That would be something else. And for 15-5 as well, that's just when teams give up. That's when teams just go for a kind of gimmicky round. But not Pride. We're already 1-0 up in this series. Remember that our Legends point system means that if you get 1-1s, you're kind of trading points and you're not going to gain too many. Look at this shot down. Gap, Tom. Doing loads of work. Hyper even got spotted out there as well, so... yeah. Bit cheeky, cute, but only one frag. And now this is 3 rounds. Let's see that defense again. You can see that there's always a second man here. This time it's Gab. The coordination and teamwork so perfect. And they're able to just eat up a push like that. Whereas a team with a weaker Inferno defense would maybe have one player towards that side of the map with nobody there for a fallback option. Pride Gaming always have a crossfire, and it started earlier. You saw Pompa's crossfire here. They had they had one player over here and then 2 players over towards the arch side of the map, and that means that as T's funneled in, it was a dangerous crossfire. There's absolutely no way that you can win that. But you see Pride's defenses, they've always got these crossfires. And on Inferno, crossfires are so important. Defense in general, as crossfires are so important. This was 15-5. Now Pompa have been forced to go for a tactical pause. Wow, what a word. Let's try and pronounce that. Takdizi note schninchna. That is quite a word. I'm almost certain that's not a real word. If that is what is that tactical in Polish? Look at that word. That's the MVP right there to just spell that. Oh, where is it? Let's copy and paste that. That's interesting stuff. Oh, look at this. Tony says, really like your casting, Squid CS. Ah, look at this squid as well. It's a squid with a bow tie. I'll post that on my social media. That's great. That's just amazing. I love that. That's so brilliant. I wonder if that tactic is a word. Can somebody tell me, please, if that's a word? Oh, that made me so happy. Those drawings. 3 rounds left for Pride if they want to make this one really happen. A very mid-orientated attack. And Tom could get caught out here. He doesn't know that there's a player behind him. He does take the duel and back off. There's a Molotov as well. But Marcus finds his teammate, and now Tom has to fall back. Now, they don't have those 2 prongs on the A site. And this might be a real problem because Pride have been relying on this for their defense for quite some time. Here's the attack. Neeks going to get mollied back, flashed back. Goes for that initial peek here. 2 players still stand pincered on this B site. Pride have been going for really fast rotations, and this time it hasn't happened, so they're going to be at a big man deficit here. And that Molotov from Gab, the flash in, only finds 1 frag. They're trading evenly, but that is not enough. They don't have the players here to just throw away, and this is map and match point. This cannot happen, and Tom's being Molotoved out of position as well. Players are falling down left, right, and center. Repo's going to eliminate Luz, and now it's really all down to Tom. As this bomb is going to charge in from up top, he needs to find these shots. He's got support from Sploic, but he's behind, and he needs this shot right now. He needs to go for the spray down. Hyper's going to find him instead. Sploic, 1 versus 3 from behind. And Sploic tosses in a Molotov. Has these angles to check and cover and shoot. This is such a terrible situation. Nice underhand throw, but just misses its marker, and Hyper hits the headshot. 16-12. 16-12, but that was a 15-5 scoreline just 1 half ago. So Pride, I don't know if we can fault them that much. Finishing the game off pretty effectively, but 16-12, and Pompa do level it up 1-1. So one of our underdog teams taking a map, a very reputable map, off of one of the big boys, one of the big dogs, one of the overdogs. And that is exactly what Legend Series is about. It's about teams like Pompa who don't always get the opportunity coming up and getting results against some of our favourites. Either way, this is what's coming up on Thursday. Pompa, they're going to be back. They're going to be playing another one of the favourites, QB Fire, in the opening bout of Tuesday. Tricked versus Playing Ducks. That is coming up at 7. Then at 9 o'clock, CEST Namasie, our Russian fan favourites. They're going to be playing against the Giants from Russia. The biggest there is, it's QB Fire. Make sure you don't miss out on Tuesday. But just before we go, I want to let you into a little secret. We have a giveaway right now in chat going through. So before you close off tonight, maybe you want to have a look at it. Our good friends over at Lioncast are giving away a lot of equipment for free. It's absolutely free. So get in chat and do that now. We're going to go until Tuesday, but make sure you see us back here, ELC Gaming TV, on Tuesday for some more Legend Series. See you next time.